Sing in me, O Muse, and through me tell the story of those people skilled in all ways of contending, the Dragonlords. Harried by fate and prophecy, sing of the cities they saw, of the minds they learned, of distant people, and weathering many bitter nights and days deep in their hearts, while they fought to save the homes and the lives of all Thyleans. Of these adventurers, Muse, most sacred of daughters, tell us in our time, lift the great song again. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Oathsworn, Odyssey the Dragonlords campaign here on TPK Roleplay. I am your DM for the evening, Turk or Turk Accented, but with me is an absolutely amazing group of storytellers around our proverbial fire to keep you warm and entertained with our stories. If you would please, beginning with Comrade, work your way around. Tell the people who you are and who you'll be playing tonight and what path you walk.
Yes. My name's Comrade Crash. My character is Leo Dracos, the human paladin, Oath of the Dragonlord. He walks the path of the Vanished One. And up next is Sir Hecalot.
Hey everybody, it's me, Sir Hecalot. Tonight I'm playing Calliope, the Siren College of Epic Poetry bard who walks the path of the Dragon Slayer. We're gonna get there. It's been almost a year. Anyway, moving on to HP.
Hello, I am the Last Hit Point Hero, and tonight I will be playing Thrynos, the Siren Sorcerer who walks the path of the demigod. Tony.
Hello, I'm Tony playing Elian Jeed, the cleric who walks the path of the Gifted One. Go up to Al.
Hello, folks. It's Alabitha playing Ponos, your Satyr Odyssean rogue who walks the path of the Cursed One. And I'll pass on over to Chrissy.
Hey guys, I'm Chrissy Grits playing Adamos. She is our Medusa Warlock, walking the path of the Haunted One. Period. No question mark today.
Certainly not. Well, with everyone introduced, now would be a great time to jump back in where we left off. Would anyone else like to take the mantle on this, or may I?
Dive in.
Sounds like my plate. All right. Delving deeper into the woods than you had before, recovering from your past endeavors, you entered the mossy temple, or at least its foregrounds, where you encountered a very angry squirrel. It was a friend, maybe, who knows. It keeps chucking things at your head and is currently trying to ratatouille Ponos' hair. But heading deeper within, facing some challenges, some more avoidable than others, you have entered an ancient glade, finding the teenagers who you have been seeking and a number of evil followers of Lutheria, creatures like goatlings and mynids who seem to either be taking pleasure in the torture of these children or merely enjoying themselves in the lavishness of as followers of a god of pleasure and death should do. Heading further in, you also found a group of a dryad and two satyrs who seem to be here to appeal to the leader of this cult to try to get her to maybe stop kidnapping people. But they also warned you of a great danger related to a ritual that she is undertaking with these kids. But adventuring further beyond that, you've now come face to face, rather one of you has come face to face with the leader of the cult, Demetria Adamos, Defera's sister. And as we rejoin our heroes, we will begin right there. Almost got a perfectly natural transition. I am kicking myself. Okay. But we begin there. Defera, could you please tell me how you remember your sister looking?
So I would imagine we both looked fairly similar darker hair, darker eyes, used to being out in the sun, so probably like a little bit more tanned or olive skin. Very Mediterranean, you know, not necessarily like, she's not blonde hair, blue eyed for sure.
Certainly. And looking across the table, you see hints of that. I mean, the face shape is there, the voice, as she welcomed you in initially, strikes you out of a memory, but she's changed, much like you have. But not in the way of a Medusae. But her skin, what was once sun-kissed and olive-toned, is now bark and green. Her hair a verdant, a mixture of vines and flowers. And her ears much more longly pointed than you recall. By all counts, your best guess is she's become something of a dryad. She stares at you sits at the end of this table, luxurious in somewhat of a throned position. Large, six-armed, and single-eyed creature behind her, protector even. You know from your visions that Geigen, a race long thought to have been destroyed in this land, but even so far back as the Forge Master has mentioned to Calliope that they might still exist somewhere out beyond the reach of those who would do them harm. This one appears to be here, though, heavily armed and ready to, who knows what. That's not really a concern at the moment, I think. 4 other teens sit at the table, all of them young girls, all of them very similar to how your sister and you used to look. You're almost struck with the memory. And but finally her voice calls back to you again. Please, sit. Or better yet, let me embrace you. It has been far too long. And she'll get up and making her way over, arms outstretched. Just how she normally perfectly would.
I will meet her halfway.
And she goes and moves in and embraces you. And for a second, it's like you're back. Your family is returned to you, even in a small way. Everything else that has occurred to you drips, not by any magical means, but purely by nostalgia. You don't feel compelled to do it. She relinquishes first and kind of gives you a once over. My goodness. I'm trying to think of the right word here. You got a bit buffer. It working out?
Yeah, nope. Not even remotely. But you've changed a bit too, and she's just going to kind of like...
Oh, yes, well, you know, it is the blessing of Lutheria that I have been brought here, and in such a way. Her beauty flows through me, and I am honored to have but a trickle of it. You should try it. She's quite gracious. But no, I'm getting too far into proselytizing. We'll get to that later. Why don't you have a seat, or we can chat?
Sure, let's have a seat, and I will sit next to this guy right here, or this lady, I think.
It's a lady, yes. Though they all are kind of generic-looking tokens for no particular reason. I'm sure they're all very important to somebody. Yes, Despina is quite a conversationalist. Don't let her talk your ear off. And the girl will nod and, you know, seems happy and content with the meal. They're all supping lightly on some hors d'oeuvres, some cheeses and spiced nuts. So, tell me, how is this quest going? heard so many things.
Oh, you've heard?
I hear a lot now.
Yeah. How's that? How do you with the ears? Because they're longer? Is that?
Oh, come on. I didn't make a comment about your hair.
Listen. True. And you'll hear like a handful of small snakes just hissing quietly.
Yes. No, I have people for that. The woods hears a lot. You see, when you kill a divine beast of my lord and lady, well, word gets around. They said you might be coming here. I got real excited.
Yeah, so let's talk about that.
Oh, certainly.
What are you doing here, bud?
Oh, sister. What do you think I'm doing?
Well, that's why I'm asking. I want to like hear the words.
I want to know what you think I'm doing, because I'm sure it's wrong.
Well, apparently you have started a cult, and there is a ritual that's going to happen.
Oh, of course. Of course there's going to be a ritual. Why do you think I've brought these 4 lovely ladies here? And they all look and nod, and we're going to be blessed by the lady.
Okay.
And they'll be better for it.
So tell me about this ritual. I'm interested.
What's there to know? It's an old thing, taught to me by Thylea herself, in a way. It's simple. They've already been mostly prepared. They've spent the last few days going through the prerequisites. I'm sure you think there must be some kind of death involved, but I assure you, they have done no such terrible things. They are here quite willingly.
And she's gonna take like a big bite of something because
there's some bread if you need to fill your mouth. It's good bread.
Yeah, so what happens in this ritual that these people are so willingly participating in?
I take the people who want to be stronger and I make them stronger.
But how?
What do you mean how? Through the gifts of Thylea.
Yeah, what does that involve? I'm interested in the process. You know, if I'm going to think about doing it to rid me of this mess that I have.
A mess? Now, come on. That's no way to look at yourself now.
They make a lot of noise.
You used to be much more confident. What happened?
Well, you know.
Now you're wearing a hood. You look like a vagabond, like you're going to steal something from my house.
I might, actually.
It's funny, as you say that, you see at the center of this table, instead of a cornucopia, a large dragon horn sits filled with grapes and fruits of all kinds, some you've honestly never seen before. And you're fairly certain that's the thing you came here to get.
Yep. Yeah, so when is this happening? Like I just want like an hour by hour on this.
Oh,
give me like the breakdown of how this is gonna go.
They just need to enjoy their dinner and then they'll be done. Over. Ritual complete. It's not a terrible thing I'm doing here. I'm making them better. I'm helping this land get its revenge.
So how do you recruit these people? What's that look like? What's your recruitment process?
Oh, it's the whole logistics talk now. I thought we were gonna catch up. Chat about all the cute boys we're dragging around.
Well, I mean, there are a few that I'm dragging around, but currently more interested in, the cult you started.
Cult? You say it like such a dirty word.
You know.
It's not a cult.
Potato.
In fact, it's
potato.
something of a church. I call it a cult of Lutheria, but really, if it's a established religion with codified rules and ethics, I hardly think it's a cult.
No, actually, I think that
You can go down. It's practiced in your very own little cities in Astoria. There, sure, they don't have a big one to her, but hell, go to Mitros. They have a temple built to her, to Sidon as well.
yeah, but people aren't disappearing, Demetra.
Disappearing.
So,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, they ran away, sister, with me, from homes that didn't appreciate them. They wanted something better from life. I can provide it here. Don't you see a little wonderland? It's verdant, it's living. It's better.
I'm pretty sure everybody here is high.
That was their choice.
Significantly intoxicated. So I don't know that anybody here is making a healthy choice on their own cognition.
It was their choice to come here. I didn't put them in a bag and steal them away at night, if that's what you're asking. I simply went into town, asked a few questions, saw if they were happy, offered them an alternative, and shockingly enough, a lot of people are.
Can I insight check her
Sure.
to see if these kids actually went willingly or if she's bullshitting me right now?
Sure. You could do so with advantage, just given what you've seen and heard.
Oh, that's good, because that's trash.
That's a 3, but let's see what you can do. A 6,
Oh,
wow.
good. Yeah.
So-
She's honest.
Well, no, to be fair, to what you can recall, from speaking with Corinna herself on the experience, they did come here willingly. It's just that staying here seems to be more enforced, kind of a Pinocchio Wonderland thing. Once you get the golden ticket, Charlie, there's no leaving. You're gonna run my factory forever now. So yeah, but she's quite earnest, and she's telling the truth, relatively.
Okay. So DeFera's going to just kind of move some food around on a plate. Can we do this privately? Maybe let them finish their dinner later?
Oh, they haven't started dinner. We're waiting for my chefs to be done. No, it's important. They're kind of going to be they're like my family. What would you even want to talk about in private?
Lots of things.
Lots of things.
Mm-hmm.
Very specific and forward. No wonder all the boys were fawning over you at the parties. Some of the girls too.
Yeah. I'm very specific in all of my things. Just want to have a chat with my sister, not in front of a bunch of strangers,
I like it here. And you understand, Gigi over here is quite protective.
Gigi. That's a good name.
It's a cute little pet thing I've got going for him. He doesn't speak common, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. So here's the issue. You've heard that I'm on this quest,
Yes.
We're doing the things.
Yeah.
That thing in the center of the table that is doing all the things here, I'm gonna need that back.
Doing all the things.
Yeah.
This
I don't
little
know.
trinket is responsible for my charisma, my ability to provide for those I care about. No. There's a more important point here. No, there's a more important point we're going to get to. You're on a quest. And look, I know, because I care about you.
Do you?
Yes,
Is that
of
where
course. That's where we're at. That's where we've been. I don't know where you went, but I was here. Okay? And your little quest is going to get you killed. What you're planning to do, what you're prophesized to do is impossible. Kill the Titans? Really? You? Your friends? Tell me, honestly, swear to me now. You think you can do it? I mean,
yeah.
Sidon and Lutheria. Sneak it in. It's not, killing a boar. Impressive. Very nice. It's not, we're gonna go kill some things in a cave somewhere. These are gods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're gonna walk down the street and,
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Surprise.
All right, fine. So, assuming you're insane, you're working for the Dragonlords now? You're going to recreate the Order? The most evil people in the world.
Is it? What? You do realize that, like, across the board, this entire thing that we're doing, well, I guess I should speak for myself. The entire thing that I'm doing, while based in what we believe to be is the benefit of everybody, I would really like for our family to be back together, and you're bonkers right now.
I am not insane. You're the one who's going to try and kill God, who walked in here.
You started a cult, and you're drugging them.
I'm not.
And keeping them against their will.
Keeping them against their will? No,
Absolutely.
I'm keeping drugged out teenagers safe from the outside world. Would you rather I let them go frolic in the woods while they're high?
No, I would prefer them to not be drugged at all. And
I'm not drugging them.
home.
They're allowed to have or not have what they want. Their mental state is fully within their own power. I'm purely making sure that
Making excuses like you used to do when we were kids.
Oh, that's a low blow. I've never made any excuses for anything. I've always been very... Okay, that's fair. No, I'm not making excuses. But would you rather I let a bunch of high teenagers go out in the woods with the Fae?
No.
They'll be gone.
That's the
I'm going to see
point,
them
is
again. I'm keeping them
They're
safe here.
home. No, you are out of your mind.
I am perfectly within my
If
mind.
mother and father were here, what would they say to you? Tell me right now.
Really?
What would they say to you?
Hypothetical mother. Really? You want to kick this stone right now? Okay.
Well, this is what we're doing.
They'd say, "Oh my goodness, you're doing. What are you both doing? My goodness, where are our daughters? You horrible monsters! What have you done with our babies? How are you wearing their faces?"
Yeah, but when you think about, oh man, DeFera's going out doing this thing, trying to save the world, and then
DeFera
Demetra
thinks she's
is
going to go
starting
kill
a cult
God.
and drugging
DeFera
children.
has
Bless.
passive
You
income.
are out of your mind.
Passive income. I have stability. I have a place I'm taking care of. I'm regrowing this land. That tree out there, do you know who cut that down? Your precious little Dragonlord leader, Esther Arklander himself. It told me. It's been trying to grow back, but it can't. Because the sword he used and the axes his men used were tinged with some special magical fuckery I can't quite figure out. But Lutheria thinks she might. So I'm doing what I can to bring this place back to the way it used to be. I am restoring this little section of the land. You can go out and play hero and try and leave places better than you left them and keep the kings and dictators in power.
I need the thing. Oh, yeah.
You need the thing.
I need the horn in the center of the
The
table.
horn of the dragon that burned this land with fire.
Sure.
I don't imagine why you would need it.
I need it. Are you going to give it to your sister, or are you going to make this hard?
You're not going to fight me.
I mean, if I have to. I used to slap the shit out of you all the time.
Unfortunately, I didn't have Gigi back then.
I mean, I'll slap the shit out of him too. He's fine.
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
now you keep saying I'm insane, but you're going to try and go toe to toe with the guy again, and then try and kill God afterward. Oh yeah, just put it on the list for afternoon. We're gonna go pick up groceries in the morning. Oh, maybe we'll have some nice tea to warm ourselves up if it's a little too chilly, and then we'll just go. Yes, we're going to do this because I want you to be safe here.
My name's Janitra. I'm going to go steal
My
some
name's
children.
Defea. I'm gonna go
feed
kill
them
God.
drugs,
Oh,
and I'm
I'm
gonna
not
feed
gonna
them
feed them-
drugs, and I'm gonna keep them in a cute
like a little
cave.
high lady.
going
All right, I'm done with
there?
this. And then I'm like
No.
gonna get up and walk out.
Stay for dinner.
I
Stay. Have dinner with us.
No. I'm not eating this food. You just said if they eat the food, the ritual's complete. I'm not doing it. You're out of your mind. If I stay, I'll eat my beef jerky. And she will pull out a really moldy, shitty piece of jerky and just obstinately bite into it. Like a bratty child.
It's good to see you've grown up so much. And you're the older sibling?
No, yes, but you are really just getting under my skin.
I imagine it's a hard thing to do with all the scales.
Well, I mean, only they have scales. You can see me. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, you're covering yourself up quite a bit.
Yes, correct.
Anyway, as this is going to continue, I'm going to quickly transition us over to the kitchen. Ponos, you are committing yourself to overseeing the cooking here?
Yeah, if I remember rightly, it was a pretty hearty meal of dwarf that we were working on.
There appears to be something going on in regards to the meat being used. And as you're having this thought of like, isn't that a hand kind of swinging its way around in the pot that this goatling is stirring, you're going to feel a sudden weight onto your head as your bear hood kind of flops back. And it's going to be like, you know, about like a 50-pound suddenly kind of like holding onto your horse. Smells like human meat. Cooked human meat too. Not good cooked. Needs more salt, maybe. No, thyme, bay leaves, and thyme. Maybe acorns. You go to turn your head up and can't quite see it, but you can kind of get the, as you put your head up, you know the length of your hair. You're surprised to get like a bit of length of beard in your eyes. And there's going to be a kind of bit of a tilt back as, you know, you're taking on 50 pounds now to your head. So. Stay still. No, stop wriggling. No, I can't smell if you're wriggling. No. And you're gonna hear a tumble, and to your side, a small, bearded, raggedy, feral-looking gnome is going to topple off your head, and he'll get up on all fours, and kind of like arch his back at you a little bit. You know, reach into his beard, pull out an acorn, and plunk it at your head.
Well, that explains an unfortunate amount. You know, the best way to tell what this is from inside the pot, so...
No touch. He's like scampers back a bit. There pinks another acorn at your head. The goatlings seem almost ready.
You idiot. You idiot. It smells terrible. I've
Almost
eaten
ready.
this.
You think that this is almost ready? Look, you two. Tweedledee and Tweedlefucker, come here. Right. Who do you think we're cooking for it? Look, come here. Who do you think we're cooking for it?
The lady.
Yeah. She's posh, isn't she?
Oh,
Right?
she's really pretty.
Yeah. Do you think that pretty people eat this shit?
Yes.
Oh.
She asked for this to be served specifically.
No. Specifically, what did she ask for? Specifically.
The ritual stew?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And what have you made?
The ritual stew.
No. What have you made?
Ritual, and the other one smacks. Shit, ritual stew.
What did you put in it? What have you made?
All the ingredients.
Uh-huh. Did she say
Everything.
use all the ingredients?
Yes.
Everything?
She said use the ritual ingredients, so we used all the ritual ingredients.
Used all the ritual ingredients.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
So if I have a look around this kitchen, there won't be a single ritual ingredient left.
No.
You're
Only the
sure?
gross stuff.
Are they ritual ingredients?
No. Only good things.
And
Like
so I won't
dwarf.
find any ritual ingredients.
And people.
I see.
Yes. No ritual ingredients here. They're all in the pot.
Okay. Because that's specifically what she asked for.
Yes.
Because you know the story
No.
of the two little goatlings that didn't listen properly.
Is it about us?
It might be.
Hmm.
Once
I
upon a
would've-
time,
No.
there was a beautiful lady who was a bit of a bitch.
What do her
And
feet look like?
they looked like
She have hairy legs. She have bald legs.
she had hooves.
Oh,
like that
good.
of a goat.
No bald
Yeah.
legs.
Got out of that one. And she said, "Oh, you two, I got me a hankering for some of that sloppy good." And the two kids went, "Yep." And they made it, but they forgot one important ingredient. And it was real bad, and they both died. And that's the story. So the point is, don't miss out. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, it's a real tearjerker. But the point is, they missed the important ingredient. So you wouldn't want to do that, because then you'll be like the kids in the story. Well, fortunately, I've got it here because I knew you two were terrible, and so that's why I was sent from head office. So
Head office.
yeah, exactly. Well, think of me like a sort of middle management Mary Poppins. I'm here to help out all the kids.
When do you pop in?
Yeah, exactly. Popping this into the ritual stew would be real great. Because that way, bada boom, bada bing, no more problems. Because when you're doing rituals at home, what's the one thing you always forget?
The answer to the question.
Exactly right. The answer is this big bag of mithril caltrops, and I just happen to have them for this exact purpose. So
Spiky balls.
Spiky balls, that's what they call me. And I think you should pop them into this big sort of bucket slush.
Ah,
you
makes
know,
it lumpy and spiky.
yeah. See, no one likes sloppy bucket slush.
No.
But spiky balls, man, all about it. So
Give.
yeah. Well. Why should I?
No, give
Huh?
me.
No, well, I mean, I feel like you have to earn it because otherwise you're going to be in big trouble.
Give me now.
Oh,
Or-
that's very. I tell you what I'm going to give you, and that's some jolly manners, young buck.
I'm 42.
Oh, you have aged remarkably well, and with such a fantastic and unexpected surprise. Here is a big bag of caltrops.
Good.
I'll take, if you're giving it to him, he'll take them and dump them into this big pot. And they'll
Perfect.
start.
Very good.
Good stew. Good stew now. Spiky stew.
Yeah, that's what. See, where you heard ritual stew, but what you felt was spiky stew. And being a real chef is all about how you feel your meat slush and not
You're gonna
who you do with it.
start to
I think.
feel some clinging to your backside as that gnome's going to try and start
Yep.
climbing up yourself up you again.
Oh, I hate this. This is the worst.
Don't let him cook that.
Why?
It's bad.
I thought it would be hilarious.
Human meat in there.
Like, I mean,
Now
I don't
it's
want to
just-
sound like I don't want to sound untoward, but if it's already been sliced and diced and ready with rice, then surely cooking it at this point is a little. You might as well.
No,
save it,
moon
go
not.
and wait.
Moon's not right. It's arguing with the sun and the stars. I think it's some kind of marital tiff. It's cheating on the planet Jupiter, you know.
Well, we wouldn't want that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would make the crickets very sad.
Well, see, have you heard the story of the?
No
gnome
stories.
that
I
was a prick?
refuse.
Well,
Don't
it
make
goes
me.
a little-
Don't make me throw nuts at you again.
Yeah, that's how it seems to end every time. Weirdly enough, so
Yes.
I guess we won't. Yeah, okay, yeah, we won't go into that one now. But yeah, sure. The point is, oh, what's that I hear? The dinner gong, the dinner violin.
Already. No.
And they'll begin taking out and bring out some very nice finery to start pouring it into on a tray. And this looks gross, but it seems to kind of smell halfway decent, despite your knowledge of the contents.
No. Look, this is the ritual stew, and so it must be delivered in the proper fashion. So
This is the proper fashion.
no, like this is the. Please, this is the culinary school version. We're going Michelin here, so
Who's Mitchell?
not. He's like a big man made of tires. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Tire
what we-
man.
No, he has a lot of neckwear.
Sounds fluffy. Sounds chewable.
Well, no, we don't. We want spiky meat slush.
Yes, we make spiky meat slash thanks to you.
Right. Goopy and Slushy, come here. Right, you two.
Wow.
Your jobs. You're gonna bring out the gubbins, right? You can hold the gubbins, and you can help. So you two are gonna bring the pot out, and I'm gonna put on this sous chef's coat, jacket, uniform, and Donald Duck my way round, and I will slop the spiky slush into the bowls. Because that way I get all the credit, but you're there.
Wait, we want credit. Credit good.
Yeah, but you can't be the one in the front because then they will say to me compliments to the chef. They don't say compliments to you, so you'll be there to hear the compliments, but they have to tell me compliments to the chefs. You'll be there to hear it, you see?
Make a persuasion.
Oh, very good at persuading people. 11. Sure, why not?
You can serve it with us.
Okay,
Your
yeah,
logic
that's
is
fair.
very hard to climb.
Yeah, no, I get that a lot. Not many people like my plans. Anyway, this is a real probable one. This is probably a plan. So we should. I mean, tell you what. Now that I've got this jacket on, I think I need a hat, mostly because it would match and complete the look, and also I need to hide a 50-pound gnome under it.
I am a chef hat.
Yeah, you I mean, sure.
I am a chef and I'm on your head. Therefore, I am a
Checks
chef
out.
hat.
The logic is there, and I super hate it. But cool, good. This is just perfect plan. My brain must be overheating with the amount of chef hat that I'm currently.
Yes. This crown on your head smells very bad.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Did you perhaps get it from the river?
You can thank the Poolagoon Kid. He was brave enough to help fend and fight for the honor of me wearing the crown. Anyway, don't touch that. That's real important to my planning brain. So.
I would never steal your shiny forehead.
Thank you. I'm good. Right.
They'll start getting the plates set and motion for one of them will hold one end of the pot sticks and motion for you to take the other side. It's kind of like carried by a pole on either side. Mm-hmm. Are you going to take up that spot or?
Yep, gonna do that.
Okay, so you can basically carry it like underhand, and they're going to be carrying it over. The other one's going to be carrying it overhand, and you'll start heading through. If I can ping this way, through a small side corridor. Oh, perfect. Come on!
Let's go.
But while that's happening, what's everyone in the hallway doing?
Are they fighting in there, Calliope?
Well, I'm not hearing any,
I'm pretty sure I heard Eagle.
I'm hearing a shouting match, but that's about it.
Leo, you did not hear Eagle.
I'm pretty sure I heard Eagle.
God, I will punch you right in the throat.
Where did Bonos go?
Wait,
he
isn't he
into
behind
the
you?
kitchen. He's been gone for a while now.
He went into the kitchen.
Stick my head in the kitchen. There's nobody in the kitchen.
Nobody there anymore. You just see a door swinging. And
he must be serving the food. You have to stop them.
From behind you. But you turn around, there's no one in there.
What?
What about the food?
I don't know, but it's something terrible, I swear.
We're gonna need a little bit more to go on than that mysterious voice in the hallway.
Oh, I'm sorry. And you'll see the fawn from earlier. Loreus.
Yeah.
I just followed you here, and you can't let them complete the ritual. I think the food's important to that.
Okay.
Okay.
And what's at the end of the ritual?
I don't know fully, but it's bad.
Do we believe the fawn?
I'm pretty sure the Fair can take care of it. She's
please do.
Taken care of it so far.
No. She'll need our help.
Can I incite the fawn?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna use my +2 because this seems important. I still didn't get very much.
Hey, it's 10.
This is concerning. That was a 10
20.
total.
We're rolling bad tonight.
So yeah, he seems quite earnest with his eyes and face and general whole body seeming to like be terrified.
I mean, considering he probably took a step back for every step he took forward to get here, I'd believe him.
It's actually 2 steps back. Thank you for believing in me.
Hey, oh, look, you made it here.
Well,
That's what we call growth.
Thank you.
well, worst case scenario, we've only ruined dinner. Leo, I heard someone say, "Eagle, spill
Okay.
the soup."
Now wait. Before we jump back in there, we're gonna go back to family time. Don't make that face at me. Really, you're going to eat turkey? I have a perfectly good feast. Your horn here might not be manipulating children, but it does create a bountiful feast for a number of people.
Nope, not gonna eat the food, but you've already talked about the food being the thing, and I'll be honest.
For those
I've
who
got
are
enough
already
of my own
initiated.
curses. You can see
I'm not
it.
cursing
not dealing with
people. Oh my goodness. You're
Oh
always
my
like this. You
goodness.
always assume the worst whenever I do anything. You never supported me. Ever.
it.
Never thought that I
I-
could do something on my own. You always had to hold my hand and second guess me. And you know what? I bet if I asked any of your friends out there, they'd tell me the same thing. You're always picking at their plans.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You have to think about what you do and the things and how they affect people.
I do think about what I do. I do
No,
think
I
about
don't think
look.
you are.
No. Let's ask them right now. Despina, are you happy here? Do you want to be
Despina,
here?
are you high?
And she'll turn to you. I'm perfectly happy with the mistress.
Mm-hmm. How much have you drank, or how many mushrooms have you eaten?
Oh, we've been cleansing for some time. We need to be pure for the ritual to be completed after the meal. It should be done. I'm just happy to be here.
So high. And she's going to look at her sister.
You heard it from her. Ask any of the others. Priscilla, Cersei, Basilla. Please speak with my guest. Yes, the kids hanging out by the mushroom falls are going to be high. They're teenagers. They do that thing. But when they grow up, they'll be just as free to make their own choices, just like we were.
They'll be addicts. They'll be addicted to mushrooms. They'll
Addicts,
just be
please.
chasing the high all the
And I'm
time.
sure you've done a full ecological study on every single floral growth here.
Oh, Christ.
I have.
So here, listen. We're at an impasse. You know,
Title of your sex tape.
It's true. You have identified a real conundrum, right? So where do we go from here, Demetra? What do you think?
You can stay, keep your friends around, relax, enjoy yourselves for a little bit, go home. I don't know. I'm just trying to tell you, you shouldn't go and try to kill God.
And you shouldn't start cults and drug children.
I'm not. Oh my goodness.
This is the
You refuse to look at the positives of what I'm doing here. You refuse. I'm saying you're doing a terribly good thing. I think, legitimately, restarting the forge could be good. I mean, it's terrible for the nature of the smoke those things create. But, like, it puts people to work. Good for you. Clap, clap, clap. You know, let them keep expanding cultivation in the fields and tearing down forests to do so. Yay, industry. Let them keep invading the land that we know isn't ours.
I'm just gonna ask you again. What do you think Mom and Dad would say if they were sitting at this table?
Mom and Dad are dead because the 5 gods killed them.
And what if they were alive?
And if they were alive, they'd be happy I'm standing with the two people who are fighting against the people who killed them.
You are out of your mind.
I'm the only one sane here. You're the one doing chores for the people who killed your parents. And working to recreate the order that basically destroyed everything here. Oh, great, we have a city. Oh, you're going to be in charge. You're going to be so important. And there's going to be blood all over you. Because that's what Mitros is. It's a bloody mark on the land.
And this.
This is nature. This is how we're supposed to live. This is living within our means and accepting the way, the lands, the rules of this land.
Taking children from their families.
Giving them a choice.
Breaking apart families.
Breaking apart families. Oh gosh. If these kids wanted to stay home, if they wanted to be with their families, they could.
So how about this? How about we give them 24 hours of no mushrooms?
They could stop whenever they wanted. I never
and then we just let them go home if they want to.
Have I stopped anyone from leaving?
Yes.
Have I? Have I personally taken? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Whom?
Yeah, your power over these people is what stops them. So
my power.
How about if we kind of just pluck that out and set it aside for just a minute and let these people have this
over these people,
choice
over your people,
that you keeps saying
them
they
sad,
have, but they very much don't have. I'm gonna end up slapping you, Demetra, and I don't want to.
I would love to see you try. Because honestly, it'd be good practice.
Is this gonna be like when we were teenagers where I just have to beat the living daylights out of you?
No, it's gonna be like when we're adults, when you get smacked by the people who follow me because I'm a good leader and you're not.
I mean, I'm not a leader at all.
Exactly.
Happily.
So get in line.
Oh, you are out of your mind.
And then the doors are gonna open. Oh, and now dinner's here. Good.
Oh, good. The dinner.
And you'll see a goatling come forward with plates, prancing about, and put them in front of everybody.
So as I see Ponos,
with a gnome on his head, a gnome you've never seen before, looking feral and basically blending into the hair on his head with his beard, though more grayed and leafy, and wearing a kind of apron-looking thing, helping carry along what seems to be a small cauldron of a bubbling stew-smelling thing. And to be fair, it smells halfway decent. It'll come around, and this goatling will put plates at everyone's spot. And right as Ponos is beginning to make your way, I'm going to move you right here.
Yeah.
That's when the rest of the party can do their thing.
Well, yeah, Leo puts his helm on and kicks the door open and yells, "Eagle!" really, really loud.
As soon as you do that, Defera is going to just just raise her hands and just be like,
Defera, we're here to save you.
Oh, wow.
As Leo rushes in.
What? Like attempt to like grab his arm, but probably like he's like darting, and Eliana just was not ready for him to just fucking bust that door.
Oh, your friends finally decided to come in. That's great. They're saving you too. Wow.
She doesn't need saving.
Then why did you kick in my door?
Yeah, Leo, why did you kick in her door?
because you're being a pain in the ass, Demetra.
Shut up, everyone! Just shut up.
Very rude, too.
No, you're the one being rude.
I'm being rude. Please.
Yeah.
Sit. No, allow me. No, allow me to show you how to do that. Please have a seat. I would love to invite you to dinner. I know.
I'm gonna need more plates. More bowls.
The one goatling will run back to the kitchen. As you
Sorry,
can
ding
continue.
dong, bing bong. Dinner's here. Sit the fuck down and eat the fuck up. Let's go. Dinner, ritual dinner. I brought it, so sit down, and I'll start like ladling, like just slopping it onto like people's plates. But when I get So when we start to get round, it'll be like, yeah, sploosh, sploosh here, sploosh here, sploosh here. And it gets to like Defera's plate and be like, not you, sploosh here, sploosh. It's all over the place. And as we kind of get up to the end of the table, I want to accidentally, on purpose, upend the entire pot bowl, giant urn onto the table, creating a tidal wave of soup that sloshes over the whole tabletop, down onto the floor, dropping caltrops everywhere, and also soaking the dragon horn in meat paste man gravy, patented, and signature dish.
Everyone at the
And also
table
name of our
will stand up, aside from, of course, Tefera, who I can't dictate what you do, and Demetra, who will just look unamused.
Piss. I'm really sorry. Right, lads, clean the table up. We need to clean this up. I'll take the centerpiece back to the kitchen and clean it.
Plenty. You
It's
can
all right. It's
go.
the least I can do,
No.
honestly. No, it's absolutely. I
Please.
don't mind. I'll be back in just a moment. I just. Need
I
to
would love
clean
you
up.
to enjoy some of your work.
It's fine. You know, I got to taste it with the in the. So I'm. Oh, it's just
Defera.
another. You know, I'll just get this clean.
Defera,
Pick up the dragon
no,
horn.
no, please, if you could drop that, or I'll have you killed.
I mean, I would. That would be.
Defera, your friends are trying to steal from me.
No pudding if I'm dead. That's what I'm saying.
I'll feast on your bones.
Well, that is a terrifying sentence at the best of times. You don't want your horn stinking of man meat. That's all I.
Maybe I do.
I don't know whether to be terrified or aroused, but something is happening.
You could be both.
I mean, I don't know if the stink is that or not, but it's certainly going
Sorry,
that way.
let me ask you, has my sister been rude to you? Belittled you and picked apart your idea?
Yeah, constantly.
My goodness. Has she ever thanked you for doing anything for her, for putting together plans, for doing this whole thing? I mean, I imagine this wasn't her idea, was it?
No, I can literally feel the scowling from here. It's like, it's like a woodpecker boring into my hulking, husk of a tree.
How would you like to work for me instead?
I mean, I could definitely do that, but right now I've got
if you're interested in working for me, the only thing you have on is too many clothes.
Well, I mean, it's a uniform, so it comes with the position.
Not the positions I like.
The chef, or specifically the Ramsay, because I need a real run up for that one.
Why don't you drop the horn and let us carry on with the rest of this, and we'll be fine. What about the rest of you? Sit down, enjoy the slop. Come on, can't be the first time you've eaten with your hands and tongue before.
Tefera's sister's weird.
Tefera is weird.
I mean, also
she used to be like me. She used to be fun. Now she's all grandmothery.
I mean, if you're into that, but also,
I'm certainly not.
Grandmas are great. They give you cookies and hugs.
Oh, Leo.
I'm
God, Leo is born with his foot in his mouth, okay?
Are you trying to start a fight with me? Because like I said to your friend, I will kill you. Or rather, I'll have someone else do it.
That's how you can tell your sisters, because he said he liked grandmas and you said you wanted a fight. That's literally the instigator. And I can see the family resemblance. It doesn't take much to tick you off.
Girls, please ignore them. Enjoy what you can of the stew, and show motion for them to begin eating.
The fawn said not to let any of that happen, everyone.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Well, you're not a.
Wait, are you a fawn?
They're technically both satyrs. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Same thing. Okay.
So,
Are you trying to say there's not a difference between fawns and satyrs now?
I assumed fawns were smaller.
Fawns are
Yeah.
smaller, which is
Well,
interesting because they're both around the same humanoid height. It's fine.
Okay.
The nervous
Doesn't
one
feel
just
very
said it
fine.
wasn't a good idea, so there's not much that I overheard in the hallway, but what I did makes all of this seem very uncomfortable.
You can move yourselves in. That would be amazing for me.
I-
And what are you implying is wrong with my food? Other than that's been splashed on a perfectly clean table.
There's nothing wrong with the food. I want to make that absolutely clear now. It's
Are
perfect.
those bits of metal? In
Well, the bits next to the
stew?
fingernails. Don't worry about those. They're not the worst bits. Just eat around them.
Don't
Fingernails,
eat around them. Don't eat them.
please. Oh, please. Yes, fingernails.
They were
That's-
mostly so that I could escape with the horn, and then I wouldn't be chased. But now we only have one question: which horn's the real horn? And I want a magic illusion and another horn in my hand. Now I have two horns.
Wow, quite horny.
Double horn.
Yes.
And now, because I've done this, you can't stop me from leaving because reasons and plans. And
No, I
slowly
think
start to back away.
I think I can, and if you don't stop, I will have you and your friends killed for intruding and killing my people, I assume.
But I have two horns, and I thought that would make a difference somehow.
He
It seemed like a good idea.
He has 2 spears, 2 swords, and 2 shields. You're pointing back to Gigi.
Yeah. And too stupid.
No.
Ooh, got him.
You're too stupid.
Oh,
Now, please put the horn down, both of them, on the table, and let my girls finish their meal. And
I'm not stopping them eating.
All right. Real quick check. What is everyone doing right now?
I think Leo is like in front of Defera with his shield and like with his helm on. He's just like sitting there expecting to be attacked.
You have 4 teenage girls and a dryad sitting at a table with a Geigen who hasn't yet moved into action. So, and
Hey,
okay, 1,
Teenage girls are dangerous.
Calliope.
Oh, honestly, Calliope is just standing by Defera, just right behind her, just in case. She doesn't really know, like, if anyone else is gonna burst into the room. There are goatlings and stuff
The
everywhere.
girls are beginning to slop up some food towards their
Yeah.
mouths.
So Defera would have at some point. I just didn't want to interrupt anything because it was very good. But as things were starting to kind of like amp up, she would have told Leo or whoever was near her, just flip the table. Like, so that there's no table in the way. Like, let's get the table out of the way and get the food off of it.
Okay.
All of the things on the ground.
I will check on back to Leo for your new action, given that information in a second. Frenos.
I will look around to see if anyone's acting, and everyone's kind of preparing to, and this is going to go poorly, and I'm going to cast Bonfire in the middle of the table over all of the slop.
Excellent. Eliana.
Standing in the corner opposite the Geigen, of
Yes.
like in the room.
Yes.
She's just kind of has stood guard, kind of watching Defera, waiting for her to make the call, because this is her thing, and Eliana didn't want to, like, Leo's the one that busted in. Defera knew what the code word was, and if she didn't make the call yet, in Eliana's mind, it wasn't an issue. So I'm like just spear in hand, but not like ready to shank a bitch. Just waiting.
Okay.
It's like Thrynos is the instigator.
Ponos, one sec. I want to get everybody. Ponos, your opinion is still to be backing up with 2 horns.
Yeah, got 2 horns.
You
Which
got
one's
2
the real
horns.
one?
Which one's the real one? Love it. And DeFerro, you've now mentioned to Leo to kick the table. So Leo, you're hearing kick the table.
I mean, if Thrynos is lighting the table on fire.
Well, let's assume these actions are happening contiguously.
Okay.
If you're turning to say Leo flip the table as these girls are all beginning to lean down to sup at some table soup. Leo, I think you have a second to react to this as like our initial reaction.
Yes, and I do what DeFerro asks, and I flip the table.
Make me a strength check, because this is a big table.
It is.
Ooh.
DeFerro would attempt to assist, but she's not very strong. So if DeFerro can assist, she would.
Strength check. 21.
21. You grip this large table that has now burst into fire as all the girls to be fair, the fire will cause them all to pull back in time for the table not to clip any of their jaws and or legs as you just and Ponos, you can see a lot of the caltrops have been spilled. I'm going to draw them on freehand here, like this whole area where you spilled the soup. Just consider that whole area difficult terrain until somebody picks it up. And this table is effectively on its side. The girls will each recoil back, some of them avoiding caltrops and ducking out of the way, each of them immediately going to scream to the corner. Demetria doesn't immediately react, sitting there and...
To be fair, DeFerro is probably mimicking that same kind of just like, this is where we're at.
Sister, I just got you back. You're really going to make me kill all your friends to get the point across?
Well, you really just can't start cults.
Call it what you like. I'll make sure you're buried somewhere nice.
And that's where we're going to roll initiative. As I get the thing up. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Oh no, don't do it yet.
Too late.
Oh, we got one
Too
on.
late.
What do you mean too late? You can add just roll your initiatives and add the first one instead.
DeFerro
I accidentally added mine for a squirrel instead.
DeFerro's wasn't selected quick enough.
Okay. Roll it again. Or rather, yet I'll just add you in.
Okay.
Amazing.
And let me move Demetria Adamos to the foes tab. I tricked everyone here. Oh, whoops. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Kind of did. Pulling that up, and we're gonna get her initiative on here really quick. Oh, geez, not fast to draw from the Adamos clan, but let's see what Gigi has to say. Oh, jeez. Luca's spending all the points. This should be a fun fight. All right. DeFerro, you are the older sibling, so you go first.
Yeah. So, she will be legitimately bummed out. And you will, for a second, see her just feel like just gross about everything that's about to happen.
Who are you aiming that first attack at? Can I ask?
She would not instinctively attack her sister. She would attack the guy.
Gigi?
Again.
The guy again. Yeah, hey. Very nice. Roll that attack.
Yes. Okay. Ugh, with a 15 to hit.
A 15 will not, as he brings up one of his shields in front of your blast, and it is absorbed into the metal. Anything else in your go?
Let me see. Yeah, I will cast Hex on the Gigan.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of save is that for him?
I place a curse on the creature that you can see until the spell ends. I deal extra damage if it hits for an attack.
Oh, it's just an occurrence.
It's just an occurrence, yeah.
Okay.
So the target has disadvantage on ability checks when I choose one ability.
Okay, what ability will he have disadvantage on?
We'll go with strength.
Okay. If there's anything else in your turn?
Negative.
All right, Fair rising from her seat and blasting energy towards the Gigan. Eliana, it is now your go, as combat has fully initiated.
Cool. I am going to... Wow, there's a bunch of people in my way in one spot and a fuckload of caltrops on the other. This is not beneficial for me at all.
Table is sideways, so there's still room.
Yes,
Oh,
there is a path on this.
Oh, goody for me. I'm gonna take a step, and as I go there, Pythor's hammer is gonna show up next to the Gigan and try to bonk him as I cast spiritual weapon.
All right, make me an attack.
Wow. Okay, thank you, game.
That other one is going to come up, and you'll see the hand, the higher hand with the shield, raise and catch it as it comes down above him, and he'll just kind of lock an eye between the two of you as he shifts between them, not saying a word and seeming to be completely in control of his combat situation. His other arm is readying for an attack.
Oh, good, because now I need him to make a wisdom save, because that was just my bonus action. Now here's my action of Toll the Dead.
Okay, a 15.
Fuck off.
I wish I could.
But I'm gonna use 5, 10, 15, 20. Come up here. Hello. Area. And that's my turn.
Okay. Charging forward, Leo, you're up now as well.
Awesome. Oof. All the teenagers are in this corner. Yeah, I think he just gets up close and I think he'll just say, please don't do this. I don't want to hurt Defera's sister or whatever.
Well, then don't.
Well, so you're not going to kill us?
Oh, no, I will, probably, but you shouldn't hurt me.
That's not how it works.
Of course it is, because we said it is. Now go ahead.
I'm going to do an unarmed strike.
Make an attack.
13.
Nope. She pulls her head back just slightly as you try to kick towards her or punch towards her. And she's just... Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were the striking warrior type. Maybe all that armor is slowing you down.
No, I'm just being nice.
Oh, okay. Understood. I'll be nice back. Anything else in your go?
No, that was it.
Calliope.
Okay. Calliope is going to make direct eye contact with Demetria and say, "You may not think Tefera is the leader, but she's put her life on the line for us. That's enough for us." And I would like to give a bardic inspiration to Tefera. And as my action, I would like to try to cast Bane on the two of them, the Gigan and Demetria. So charisma saves, please.
Okay. Demetria
Yeah, she's
will...
probably gonna pass. If I had to guess.
A 14 for Demetria and a natural 1 for Gigi.
Both of them fail. So that
Oof.
is minus a d4 to ability checks and saves.
Okay. I'm just kind of choosing these things at random. Okay. Anything else in your turn?
That's it.
All right. Threndos, you're up.
Well, this escalated. I'm going to drop concentration on the bonfire. I will cast Mind Sliver. I'll quicken it. So Threnos' wings are going to pull back, and a single feather is going to appear over the top of Gigi's head and pierce into Gigi's forehead. I need an intelligence save, please.
Okay. 12.
Is that with the minus 1d4 from Bane?
No, it is not. It is an 11.
Okay. 1 psychic damage.
Oof.
And an additional minus 1d4 for the next save that Gigi makes before the end of my next turn.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, with my standard action, since I quickened that to a bonus, I am going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip on Gigi. So I need another intelligence save with minus 2d4.
Okay. And let me move this slightly. 2d4. 10.
10 is completely insufficient. It is a minimal 7 damage. However, cannot take reactions until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of the 3.
Okay. And is that your turn?
Yeah, it is my turn.
All right. Psychically bombarding this guy with feathers. He seems to kind of tend 2 hands to grip at the sides of his head, trying to get focus. But it is Demetria, and she'll turn back. That's highly inconvenient for me, you understand. I'm going to need a new bodyguard. And she'll look towards Leo. You're strong. Why don't you, and she'll still kind of seated in her chair, poke a hand towards you and kind of do that finger walk up your armor. Why don't you fight for me instead? And she'll boop your nose, and I need you to make me a wisdom save. Hey, Leo.
Hey.
You're her bodyguard now. And she's gonna look at you. Now, good luck fighting off these ruffians. I hear they're real tough stuff, especially that one with the snake hair. And she's going to reach forward and touch the table. And boop over here. And as she kind of seems to pop through this wood, similar to a tree stride, but slightly different. And she'll simply wave over to Tefera. It's really nice you brought a new one for me. I always appreciate it when my big sister gives me gifts. And then it's going to be Gigi's turn. Now, he can move or attack.
He only gets one of his 3 actions.
One of his 3 actions. Okay. So, he has a bit of reach here. And table history confirmed. And he's gonna go and with the one eye partially configured, he's gonna take a javelin off of his back, whirl it around with one of his hands, and try and chuck it out toward the person who hurt his brain a whole bunch, which is gonna be Threnos.
Cover from the sideways table.
He is very tall. He's actually large. So I'll give you a little bit of cover.
Thought I'd ask.
I'll give you a little bit of cover, but it's not going to matter when he rolls a natural 20. For 18 piercing damage.
And Thurnos goes down.
Oh my
This
god!
guy just large javelin and you can all remember how strong. Like you kind of can remember the physical strength of a Gigan from your experience in the past. This just basically smacks you into the corner and kind of catches your upper shoulder completely through, pinning both your arm and wing to the wall, and you just collapse from the pain.
I slump against the javelin stuck in the wall.
Now, does he still have, the mind whip? That's not concentration or anything?
Nope.
Okay. So, because he had that thing on him, that is going to be his turn. Ponos, you're up.
All of a sudden, he's got a face full of bush lady. I've got no time for Lady Bush right now. And I'm gonna look at Defera and be like, one of these is what you wanted, but I can't remember which one. Catch! And I'm gonna throw one of the horns to Defera, and I'm gonna hold on to the other one.
Okay, easy enough toss over that short amount of a distance, I'd say.
Boink.
Oh, lovely.
There you go. Now you have a horn.
All right. So you both have horns. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I will just be like, it's fine, and just, well, if you don't need me anymore, I've got to get back to the kitchens. I've got some washing up to do.
Stop right there! I'm starting to think you're not a chef,
says the one
Hey.
goatling.
If I'm not a chef, why do I have this chef's hat? Quickly, hit him down with the acorn attack.
You're gonna get a
And
solid.
I'm going to use my acorn cannon ability that I may or may not have to squirrel fire this goatling.
I will say, he will toss an acorn at this goatling's head. Why don't you roll me a d6?
Has a 6 sound.
That pings the goatling in the head and it drops. Just completely unconscious. Just, yes, no more food for the ground folk.
You're terrifying, but the point still stands that I am literally amazing. Right, let's go. And I'm just gonna try and milady and
Yeah, she'll take an opportunity attack when she sees it. So yeah, she's gonna bonk you over the head.
classic.
Does a 10 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll take 4 bludgeoning damage. He's like, oh, hold on a second. And she just takes a surprisingly powerful swing to the back of your skull.
I'm on the way to do the washing up. Malade, and then I'll just shut the door behind me. Press myself up against it.
You have some cowardly friends.
Wonderful wall decorations, though. I like this piece. I think I'll keep it there. The door could hit his face every time. And if that's your turn, Ponos? Defera.
Yeah, seeing kind of the chaos that's going off, she's going to stick the horn in her satchel. And again, with like a heavy sigh and a bit of frustration, she's just going to come in and go ahead and step up to her sister and give a good old swing with her quarterstaff.
Now, remind me, as you're
Yeah.
moving forward to strike your sister,
Yes.
when was the first time you fought as kids?
There were a lot of times when we were young that Defera and Demetra probably were just wrestling around, kind of like picking at each other, or kind of doing that sibling thing where it's like, stop touching me, no, you stop touching me, like that sort of thing. And as they got older, they would still kind of like wrestle and do things like that, but there were a couple of moments, and one of them I think that Defera would think about in this moment was like one of the nights that her and her sister snuck out. They were like drinking ambrosia and kind of partying and like doing like very sisterly things. Everything kind of got out of hand, and when they got back home, Defera ended up catching kind of like the brunt of the discipline from her parents. And from the frustration of that, she probably, without thinking, would have later on, similar to how the night went tonight, started arguing with her, and mid-argument, like, just slapped her across the face and walked away.
I can tell you, as you're rushing forward, you can see that moment, that last final strike, and you can't help but wonder, why was that one of the last interactions you can really recall with your sister? I mean, you were friends after that, of course. Siblings are friends, but like, before that hug? You mean you hugged your sister once, now you're beating the shit out of her again? These things are in your head for you to process as you fight, but it's going to take a -1 from you to hit, as you're kind of, you're fighting your family, your sister,
Yeah.
who you've been looking desperately for.
And there is no intent on Defera's end to like incapacitate her to like a dead degree. Like, she wants her like knocked out and asleep. Like, her intent is like, good night, sweetheart. Like, we'll wake you up in the morning when you're not as hungover. Like, that sort of idea of like, whatever chaos is going on in your head, we're trying to get that out of you.
Okay. Make that attack roll. Oh, jeez, holding nothing back with a 22 or 21 overall. Yeah, roll me some damage. Damage, please. Oh.
9 total. It didn't go through on roll 20, but it went through in the like chat of D&D Beyond.
No worries. You bring that quarterstaff back and just give a running whack to the side of her head as she's turned around and seeing to look at your reflection. She just catches, you can see blood spray from her face onto the floor. And she looks back at you with like a hand to her nose. Oh, we want to play like that now? I can tell you're lost. I never really got you back, did I? Anything else in your turn?
If she's looking hard enough, she can see tears on Defera's face. Like, Defera's not enjoying this, but the idea is to get her like to stop. Like, and if so she's just gonna stand there and take it.
Eliana.
Mm-hmm.
What's your plan?
Here comes the bonk.
Hopefully.
Ah,
No, sir. Another. Even though this guy is particularly harried by difficult thoughts and plagued by bad luck, it seems, he still manages to naturally draw that shield up enough. He's got a bead on your weapon as it floats around.
I guess I'm gonna stab him then.
All right, you're certainly free to try.
An 18.
Meets it, beats it.
Jesus. A 7. Magical ethereal piercing damage.
All right, and you close in and just manage to slide slightly past the shield he's holding up, his kind of slot to hold his spear, giving you the perfect entry into his abdomen. And you can almost feel some resistance as you're pushing through. Just the absolute composition of these creatures seems to be hardier than most beings of flesh, but you still ram it home and get a good hit into his side, and you can hear "Argh!" in a powerful booming voice. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Leo, I dare say that ruffian has harmed your woman.
So I must fight that woman.
Or at least interpose yourself in a defensive measure, up to your choice.
Of course.
You're her
Yeah,
bodyguard, after all.
Yeah.
That's what she's paying you for, or you assume she'll pay you, maybe eventually.
Yeah, I think he runs over and it's like, leave Dimitra alone. And pulls out his sword. I'm sorry. And he's going to attack Thylea. And of course, I roll well. 24 to hit.
Yes, Leo, that hits.
So with a solid strike, I imagine, as you're interposing yourself, and you can kind of move yourself between the two as you do.
Okay.
You're gonna kind of, Thylea, you're gonna get a cut along the back thigh as he comes swinging in, and it's gonna cut deep, not quite severing the bone, but it's gonna hurt. And you see as she's holding her nose. Oh, well, at least he's chosen a side. At least he has some sense in his head. And Leo, if that's your turn, it is now Calliope's song.
Does he get a save?
Yes, he may.
Oh, thanks.
Sweet.
I was like, oh no. Come on, Leo.
That's not a good roll.
No,
that
and
ain't
I,
it. That ain't it,
You're
Chief.
still on the payroll.
Okay. Well, first of all, I would like to cast a healing word towards Threnos so he can get himself off of the wall.
Appreciate it.
And we're gonna do that at 2nd level because that's the only spell slot I have at this point. So take 13 health.
Thank you.
Woo.
And I don't know the ruling on this. So if you're using a magical item to cast a spell, is it the same thing of like you can't cast 2 level spells in the same turn, or if it's an item, does that work? Like I don't know. It's fine either way. I can
don't
do
know
something
the ruling
else.
on that. Does anyone know off the top of their head?
Yeah. As raw.
Ezra, it's allowed?
As raw, it's as if you had cast the spell.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
So
Okay, so never mind, that's-
technically no, but it is up to turn.
I fear what might happen if I allow that to go down and with future
Yeah.
items, but for if it was like a bonus action thing.
Well, this healing
if-
word
if-
was my bonus, so this would be my action.
Right, but like the spell stuff. I will allow it in this context.
Okay.
I
That's
hold the
what-
right to reverse the decision and later.
No, that's totally fine. Like that's why I asked. I was like, I can do something else if this isn't kosher. But all right. And yeah, she's gonna start strumming on this lute and look at Leo and say, "Stop in the name of us." And I'm gonna try to cast Hold Person, and I need a Wisdom save.
Oh, I swear if he makes this one.
Be very mad
to
if he makes
God.
this one.
15.
He
That's
made
my
that one.
fucking DC.
Oh no!
Oh
I'm
my- Are there
sorry.
any
What the
minus
fuck
twos
is wrong with
somewhere?
you, Leo?
Wait,
Uh,
there might be
trying to
something I can
help.
do about this. There might wait. No, I would be overloading at this point. If I cast Silvery Barbs, like that's like, well, it's a.
Well, no. So here's the thing. I have a -2 to a check and save from Tines to current NPC. If you would like, I will allow it in this context to apply to Leo. But I will then apply Luca's boons that I've been holding a little bit back on.
Okay. Wait, what do we think, table? I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
let's do
lot of
it.
stuff.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it was a lot. So, I mean, if we dying, we dying.
We
we'll
dying
do
in
it.
hell tonight.
Okay.
He is held.
He is held.
Which, by the way, that would take my concentration off of Bane. So no
Fantastic
longer
for
Bane.
me. Now don't mind me. I'm just gonna roll some d4s. Cool. And their wounds knit. And their wounds knit. All right. That's your turn?
Yep, that's it.
All right, as Leo's muscles grind to a halt and his stand becomes more statuesque than normal, Thrynos, you are recovering, and that spear has worked its way out of your shoulder.
Thros kind of roll his shoulder and snap his wing and fold it a few times and look across the room at what happened in the last 6 seconds and go, Defira, I'm very, very sorry, but this is not good. And he is going to cast a spell that I couldn't find. There it is. Scorching Ray at Dimitri.
Okay, roll that.
That
Roll
is
that attack.
3 attacks. So that is a 22 to hit,
Okay.
a natural 1,
Mm-hmm.
and a critical hit.
Counterspell.
Yep. All 3 fizzle and my second level slots are expended.
Mm-hmm. And as she raises a hand, and they just all seem to turn into purple energy and bubble away into etherealness. Now that's not very nice. To be fair, to be clear, that's not the Luca one yet. Anything else in your go?
I think that's all I've got. I will take a step back and make sure the hallway is clear and the door is open in case anybody wants to run for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's it.
And she'll look towards her guard that's very clearly been turned to a stone in a sort of way. And she'll survey the room quickly and lock eyes with you, Calliope. Come on, sweet little winged thing. You don't want to be fighting for her. You want to be working with me. After all, we both want the same thing. Revenge. Just think about it. And wisdom save. Oh, evil bunny.
I have advantage from chat on this, so I'm just gonna declare that I'm gonna use it now.
Okay.
Great! It didn't help.
It's a
For
natural
chat
1.
and a 2. A natural 1 and a natural 2. Yep, great.
You find
Cool.
yourself
awesome.
similarly
Cool.
charmed. And yeah, you are angry. Something was taken from you, and she seems to also want to get things taken from her back. Keep it in mind. she is then going to step away from the calamity there. As Defera, you'd have to make a difficult, disadvantageous attack to get around Leo's form for your opportunity, if you'd like to take it.
No, it's okay.
Okay, and then it's Gigi's go. Aliana, he's going to come bearing down on you with weapons. So, first, he will attempt to reach towards you and grab a hold of you with two arms that has shields and he slides his shields up his forearms a bit and tries to grab with a 24 to make a connection.
Like, is he attacking me or is he trying to grapple?
Attacking you with a grapple, basically. He's making a melee attack that he can turn into a grapple.
Okay. I mean,
you could like a 20. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Make an athletics or acrobatics. Okay. He beats you by 1. So you're going to be grappled as he gets a hold of you. And then 2 other hands are going to hold spears and thrust towards you. For a 25 and a 12.
25 hits.
Okay, that is going to be 9 piercing damage. As you're able to, under the grip, block one, but as you make that small muscle movement, he kind of locks you in place and stabs you in the side with the other. But that's his go, as he seems quite intent on continuing that strategy. Ponos, you're up. Oh, wait.
Right. I think we're gonna do a good plan and run away.
Okay, there is the door to your right as you go. And, the kitchen's back there.
Okay, I think this is a great plan. Yeah, barge past through the kitchen.
The other one, as you're going, open the door and just knock a handful of plates out of the hands of this goatling as they all splatter. And he looks at you quite confused.
Sorry, mate. Pudding's off for the moment because you've been promoted.
Promoted?
And I'll wriggle off the chef's uniform that I'm wearing and hand it to him.
I knew it! I knew I was destined for greatness.
Exactly. It's time that you lived out your weird little goat face dream and made the best lamb curry going. That's not some sort of horrible euphemism for whatever it is you guys get up to, but it looks like your new, pot boy has fallen asleep in front of the pretty lady. So you better go grab him and not be here.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. It's good. Good luck in all your endeavors, and that's pretty genuine, to be fair. Like,
He reaches up a goatling hand towards you.
Oh. And I will shake it. Boop, boop, boop.
Thank you, chef. I'll try and make you proud.
And he'll go and run off, and he's got to walk wide because it keeps getting in the way of his hooves if he walks straight. So he's gonna take his time waddling a little bit. Anything else in your turn other than a pep talk for future chef?
Man, I'm gonna. One day, I hope I get to dine there, and I'm gonna.
Iron goatling.
Gonna go to the. Yeah, I'm gonna keep running. Yeah, I'm gonna run to about there. There is fine. That'll do me.
in that case, Tefera, you're up.
Yeah. She will see the Geigen again. She doesn't want. She does not want to be engaging with her sister. She wants to like put her sister to like sleep, and we'll deal with this another day. So when she like walks away, she will just turn her attention back this way to the Geigen and cast Toll the Dead.
Sure thing. That's a wisdom save from him.
Yerp.
Oh, well, he's famously very good at this. That's going to be an 8.
Yerp. Is he now missing any of his hit points? Because I know
He is. He did get a, but he's still missing some.
Oh, cool. 4 necrotic damage.
Okay. As you can see, he winces slightly as he has your friend stabbed a bit.
And
oh yeah, your extra damage.
Your hextra damage.
Oh, my hextra damage.
Extra.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Hextra.
Let's see. 2 more.
Okay.
Necrotic damage.
Oh, I'm dumb. He should have had a hard time grappling me, but it's fine.
Do it next time. Anything else in your turn?
You.
Still free to give up. Eliana, you're good.
Time for the bonk.
Okay.
19. There we go.
19 will hit.
Finally, Pythor got your shit together, bud.
Well, that's basically been his character this whole time.
For 9 force damage.
Okay, that comes in towards his side, just hits him, and he will release you to try and get a better defensive position with his hands.
Ugh. Don't like that. Stab him. Nope.
Nope, blocked and red. He directs it to the side, and you end up scraping the wall slightly with your reach.
Well, that's no good.
Hmm.
But that's my turn.
Okay, Leo, you're up. You need to make some saves.
Okay.
Now see if you can move.
What saves that for the whole person?
That's a wisdom save.
13.
Doesn't make it.
Awesome. So I can't move or do anything then?
You are held.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you also make the save for the...
Yes, you may also make
For
the
the
save
charm.
for the charm.
For the charm.
All right.
Please get out of that one.
Not that. Well, here's
He does.
Yay!
here's a question though about the whole person. You want to fight on Demetrius' side right now, Calliope.
Yes. So, I thought about this in the round moving up to it. The very specific mindset that Demetria appealed to, the need for revenge, this very like tunnel vision kind of mindset for Calliope, she wants no interference from anybody else.
Gotcha. Okay. Just asking in case you were like, I need to release my friend. But Leo, you now come to your senses, and you can't move still, but you realize you've just struck Tefera. You know, you ever confused your friend for her sister and accidentally stabbed her instead?
Yeah, I hate it when that
No.
happens.
That's what it feels like to drive.
Classic.
But yeah, I think he kind of just gets that realization, and like through his mask, I think Tefera can see his like shock.
Tragic trip and fall incident.
Well, with that, Calliope, you're up. Where does your rage take you?
I don't know. That's a great question. I mean, probably whoever's closest. So, I mean, yeah, it's probably gonna take a swing at Tefera, so we're just gonna see
You know,
what happens.
In a cosmic way, this does make sense because
Exactly.
Tefera always is worried about hurting other people. Oh, sorry, you were going to say something else though,
Oh
which
no,
I'd
it's
be
just,
also interested
this,
in.
and this is the double-edged sword of this, because now I'm continuing to concentrate on the spell, even though Leo is out of it. Out of the charm at least. All right, let me roll an attack and see what happens. Can I roll that one again, please?
You do.
Yes, let's go.
You actually rolled a natural one.
Let's go. Let's go. The powers work for me.
You swing, but you have this moment that you just hold for a second. Like your muscles don't want to follow through on the actions, and you end up coming much weaker. And you're able to see it coming easily and just move out of the way, stepping back slightly. And yeah,
curses from chat. I have my own.
Clybe, is that your move?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, Threnos, you're up.
Threnos will snap his wings back and send 3 magic missile feathers at the GG that has a hold of Eliana.
Okay. Magic missile never missed, so go for it.
2.
All right.
3.
Okay.
5.
All right.
10.
You battered him with magic missiles, and he appears, and he kind of, you see the tension in his knees slackens just for a second before standing back up. He's just about bloodied.
I will continue to look down the hallway and look at everyone else, and there's a way if we need it. That's it.
Okay. Demetria's turn. Demetria is going to kind of draw a bow from the ground nearby that you hadn't seen on the underside of the table.
Pretty suspicious.
She had it on her person. Don't ask where.
Pull out my gun.
And she uses the table and reaches over, aiming it towards Threnos. It is a short bow, and oh gosh, let me make sure I get this right. It is going to be a 14 to hit.
Shield.
Shield. Okay, fantastic. It does not strike. And you can just see this faint, as she fires, it appears to have this like heart-shaped pattern at the front of the arrow as it gets deflected, and you can see kind of little pink and purple flowers dissipate as it strikes.
Ethereal wings will kind of just wrap over him.
Oh, you're no fun.
This is not pleasant. Stefira, I do not like your sister.
She'll just glance over her shoulder glaringly as if like, yeah, bud, me too. Like,
it is now Gigi's turn. Gigi is going to try and grapple Eliana again. I don't know why I'm saying it, but he rolls natural one, so no good.
Yeah,
but
fuck you.
Gigi has reroll I may use, so 15 to hit instead.
A 15 is not good enough.
As he moves forward to try and grab at you again with the arms, you read and duck in close. As his spears are going to continue coming in within his grasp with an 18 and a natural 20.
Fuck my ass, bud.
So that's going to be 18 hits, I assume?
Yeah.
13 on the first one. And it's going to be 20 on the second.
Yeah, I'm down.
And all you would hear a clatter of arms and metal as Eliana is brought low as 2 heavy spears just come in as those you watch as the 2 hands that are coming to grasp you seem to rather spears drop to the lowest hands and they thrust up directly into you, catching you right in the chest, stopping your momentum and just driving you to the ground as he pulls back and steps over your body. Ponos, you're up.
Very cool. Sweet. I'm going to continue my Jolly Joy sprint.
If you're moving over there, you're going to hear that door seems to have pounding against it as a weight seems to be thrown up into it. There's like a makeshift barricade. Moving right there, you're going to bump into somebody.
Hello. Sorry. I'm holding the door so they can't get out, and I might have, thrown some interesting things into the smoke, so they're having a time in there. Would you like to help?
Would I like to help? Well, why don't we just, and I'll take the spear from the sort of big pack on my back and kind of jam it through the handle of the door, which I assume is a sort of out and round grass type handle, and just across the door frame, and be like, there, now you can explain who we've met.
Yes, hello. Larius, you might remember me from a few moments ago. Or right now. This conversation.
All I remember is you were intolerable, but I don't remember much more.
Oh no, I could try to be much more tolerable.
And how tolerable are you feeling right now?
Quite.
Smooth. Listen, this horn is covered in human splooge, but don't worry about that right now. Just take this, and I will take it back from you in a bit by that tree that got done something to it, probably bad stuff, maybe by. Sound
yes, good? Of course. Yes, of course. I'd be happy to.
Yep. You take that, and I'll be back probably maybe in a bit. So keep hold of it. If you lose it, I will make sure that you are transformed into some sort of horrific accordion, because I will crush your head into your anus. So enjoy that.
Okay.
Don't fuck up.
Yes,
bye.
Of course. Bye. Be safe.
And he'll start running off.
Be safe. What? I hate fawns. Right.
He's a satyr.
I mean, they're just as bad, but bigger, right? Okay. I'm going to continue to my sprinting around. And we're going all the way down, all the way back, and all the way. Yeah, okay, sprint off down here, and that's my turn with all the sprinting.
Theranos is just staring at you as you come around the corner wide-eyed. I don't know how this is going yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's either fine or it's not, right?
You will hear Tefera say, "It is not fine."
Okay. And I'll turn around as if I'm ready to go back down the hallway. Done.
We're not there yet, but it's close, I think.
Well, Ponos, is that your turn? All right. At the start of your turn, round rather, each of you is going to take a moment to look at your feet and see that there's been a small growth of moss around it. And it's kind of just, I assume a lot of you are wearing sandals or some kind of heavy boots or armor, but like these small kind of moss, these little light bulbs just come up and touch each of your skin. And you're drawn back to one of the dryads out in the chamber there. They seem more mossy than others, and that's when the sudden shock of rejuvenating energy hits all of you. For the next round, you are each going to get 10 hit points, not just for the next round, of course. You get 10 hit points back, and you'll have advantage on all your attacks, just for one round. So, Tefera, feeling that sudden jolt of energy and some healing as you can feel your wounds knitting shut, what's the plan?
Yeah. She's going to, looking at the Geigen, cast shatter.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I'm not.
You might not, but
No, I'm not. I didn't realize that Eliana was right there. No, I'm not. Just kidding. I thought he moved like a full movement, but he did not apparently.
no, he just stepped over her.
Check. Okay. Then she will just go ahead and an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, make me an attack.
Cool.
He just as you fire it, it's gonna kind of go wild and careen what you think is gonna be towards the four girls, except the Geigen's gonna interpose and catch it.
Yeah, she'll just flip the bird at him and be very pissed off.
Well, you might not hit the bird. Anything else?
Negative. No.
All right. Eliana, you're up. You got 10 hit points back.
Gotta stand up. And like as I'm getting up, the spiritual weapon flies at his face. Maybe.
Yes, if you want, you can try.
A 24 to hit?
Yeah, that'll definitely do you.
For fucking 5
It comes in and collides with him as he's caught unawares with a surprising amount of force, as you're able to just feel this sudden easy breathing and whip your whole body towards him as you're getting up.
Yeah, I'm not done. A 23
Yep,
stab
that will connect.
for 8 piercing.
And yeah, with this big burst of strength, you stick into him as you feel his, again, natural rejuvenating energy. Like when you feel like you should be fatigued from such a heavy stab, it just keeps you up and going. Anything else in your turn?
I do not think so.
Okay. Leo.
I will roll wisdom with advantage to try to get out of hold person.
Yes.
19.
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
Yay. So, do I have any action or move?
I'd allow you to 5 foot.
Oh.
I believe. No, sorry. You can check the beginning of your end of the
Yeah,
turn.
It's
I'm
at
gonna
the
look
end of the
at
turn.
whole person,
It's at
'cause
the end
I
of the
think it's
turn.
at the end of the turn.
Well, I'll
yeah.
allow you to 5 foot step back as your muscles were tense.
But
in
as the
defensive
caster,
posture.
you can end it at any time.
Oh, really? Oh.
Losing concentration is free.
Yes, so you
any
could-
time.
So we could do some
Yes.
retconning because I believe, Calliope, at the end of your turn, you did break the
I
charm
did make,
effect.
yeah, I did make the save. So, yeah, if I made the save, I would have dropped
Okay,
it. I did not
perfect.
know that for Raw. That's
Quick.
good to know.
Leo.
Yeah.
It is now your turn.
Sweet, and I can move again, and I can fight.
Yes.
I think, yeah, I think he turns his gaze downwards and apologizes. Sorry, defer, as he rushes to the Geigen.
Okay.
And
Makes
he's
some
going to. Oh, where to go? He's going to channel divinity, so he can get a sacred weapon. And so I get +3 to attack rolls.
Okay, roll +3. Well, +4 total, plus your advantage for this round.
So
Let's do some
advantage.
business.
Boom.
Yep, that'll hit.
Awesome. And then attack for the oops, 10.
Yes, that will do some damage. He's looking real rough right now. That +3 doesn't also impact the damage, does it?
No.
Okay. Then, yeah, you rush forward and just get up as he's recoiling in pain and turning around to assess the situation. You ram it home just south of his, where you would hope his heart would be, in his chest, getting a solid clip into his ribs. And he looks rough. Anything else you can do on your turn?
Nope. That is it.
Okay. Calliope.
All right. How is Eliana looking? Like, 10 isn't a lot comparatively, right?
On a scale of 1 to 35, I'm a 10.
Yeah, okay. I thought
10 out of 10.
comparatively 10 was not a lot. Okay.
I mean, I went down with the crits. I mean, I probably have a hole somewhere.
Yeah. So yeah, Calliope is going to say,
Just below the
"Have faith, friend.
sternum.
We've come this far, and I'm going to cast a healing word your way at 2nd level. I'm gonna do that real fast. Roll that. Wow, that's a low roll, but that's 8. So that's 8 that you didn't have before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make direct eye contact with this guy again here and say, "Wow, you're really muscular, including your eyebrows from having to furrow it so much, so often." And I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery. I need a Wisdom save.
Okay. He rolled a natural 20.
God damn it!
He doesn't know common. He looks at you and will respond in giant.
Oh, great! So I don't understand now. All right. Cool. Well, that's my turn. Garth Steve.
Okay, Threnos, you're up.
I will fling a feather that slowly becomes a bolt of fire. 24 to hit at the big ugly GG.
24 does hit.
Or a number of damage equal to 3.
All right, still standing.
God damn it.
And it hits, and he's still knocked back a bit further. 4 girls behind him are like screaming like they're gonna get toppled over onto. But he's still standing, and he puts down a heavy back foot and manages to set himself upright.
And I will say to my 2 friends or 3 friends next to me, I'm not going anywhere, but I don't want shot. And I'm going to duck into the hallway and gently close the door without clicking it.
Okay.
Valid.
And I will just hold the handle. That's it.
All right. Demetrius' turn. DeFair, how good are you at catching arrows?
Probably not. I mean,
Does a
in general.
14 hit?
No.
No? Terrible at catching arrows. As you see one fly right by your head, as you can see a similar bolt as you saw shot at Threnos collide with the door into the door behind you. You should stay still next time. It'll make this whole thing easier.
I will turn to her and go, "Excuse me, I at least didn't attempt to kill you."
Well,
Rude.
then you're an idiot.
Rude.
And she'll walk up right behind you, Eliana.
Oh, good, because this triggers my feat that I never fucking use. My Polar Master, you're about to get stabbed, hopefully. Not really, you're gonna get the blunt end of my stick.
That's what she said.
Yes, how about,
Nice.
and she'll start getting moving up, but why don't you... Ah!
Yes, you bam!
Tie a bell to
Keep
that
talking
end.
shit,
To
you're
be the
gonna
belly.
get hit.
Okay, but it is the Geigen's turn. And the Geigen is gonna... You're gonna see him drop one of his... drop his 2 shields. Grab 2 javelins and kind of use them as short spears, and he's going to go, sending 2 attacks into both of you. So that's going to be a 10 to Leo, 22 to Leo, 9 to Eliana, and a 20 to Eliana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 22, Leo, you're going to take 12 piercing. Eliana, you're going to take 16. As
Oh my
this
god,
is a barrage
holy fuck.
of
I am
attacks. Strike deep and hard into both of you as he is in a fury of attacks, giving out a mighty roar as he's going to kind of advance on the both of you, pushing Leo. Honestly, you back a little bit with the with the barrage of strikes that's coming towards you, kind of finishing off. Ponos.
what are we gonna do? There's so many options.
Well, you gotta pick one.
Yeah, apparently so. I had it all planned, and then someone moved, and I went, "Oh, can't do anything now. Can't do anything I was planning on doing." I think we'll just sidle up and kind of poke ahead through the door, and just survey the old scene here. See what's going on. Okay, this is pretty bad. And I'll be like, "Psst, Tefera, it's me in the doorway."
You will turn
I
to
was-
you.
I would, yeah, I'm so like, hang on. I've come up with a genius plan. Look, over there. It's your sister. Now, you know her better than anyone, right? That's what sisters do. I heard that from someone. Now, what's something you really like?
Probably just reading books. Ponos,
Reading books.
Yeah.
Reading books. Nice one. Perfect. Oh. Oh, look. What's over here? And, Devere, you'll feel the horn in your backpack disappear as if it was weightless and not there at all. And I'll go, oh, what's over here? How interesting. On the floor. Yes, I think it must be. It's a big pile of Defera's favorite books. Wouldn't it be bad if anything were to happen to them? It's all the good ones, like the dictionary. Because more words are more good, right?
You're making your cunning plan.
Yep, it's a cunning plan.
All right. Why don't you? It's a deception check, I believe. Yes, against their.
Yep. I'm gonna make her want to ruin her sister's things because all siblings are shitlords, and that's what they love doing. They love burning the things from the people they love most. That's, as far as I'm aware, what having a sibling is like. So here's my deception check. Whoop! It's a 6. Just a fake what Panos thinks a book looks like in the middle of a big tide of caltrops on the floor, like
Pile of
4.
silly like tomes and loosely binded things. Kind of just looks like a pile of shapes.
but all the authors for the books are like bend over.
Mm-hmm. It's all about plinths.
Mike Hunt.
Love a good Mike Hunt book. Dick Wolf. Well, she spares a glance your way and then just shoots an eyebrow towards Defera.
I will shoot a matching glance back at her, like
I'm going to kill him last because he's funny.
That's
Thank
understandable.
you.
Yeah.
Defera, your turn.
She's my favorite sister.
Also understandable. She will go ahead and cast. She'll Eldritch Blast the big guy again.
Okay. 16 with both his shields dropped will hit.
Oh, all right, sure. I'll take that 10 and then that extra hex damage.
You raise a hand towards him, breaking eyes with your sister, and fire a Eldritch Blast as this guy's laying into both of them savagely. You just watch as it collides, and just you hear a sickening kind of hit, like pull of a neck, as you can see like a burn. Does your Eldritch Blast like burn, singe, or just like magically impact?
I would say it's probably more acidic, like a poisonous snake bite.
You're just gonna watch as like there's a small singeing sound as this energy hits and dissipates, and he's just like, the eye just gets partially crisped a little bit as it gets bloody and strange, and he'll fall forward onto the table as he is no longer with the living. Anything else on your turn?
I will shout to Demetra, are we done now? Can we be done with this?
Are you dead yet?
Oh, Jesus. Eliana, try to hold her. Maybe don't kill her. I mean, unless you really, please don't. And you will see, like, Defera starting to get, like, not having any ability to form a comprehensible anything. So she
Show
is...
one of these dictionaries.
Nope. No, thank you, Ponos. Appreciate that.
Go team.
And Eliana, you'll have this big corpse in front of you, and you can turn around, and Demetria is holding a short bow in one hand and just looking at you, just, come on, invader.
Yeah, she's just like, probably at this point, she's probably like slowly bleeding just from the head, from every, like, from obviously like 3 spots where big man here shanked her.
Mm-hmm.
I will interpose myself between the children, not children, teenagers.
Teenagers, yeah.
God. I will take the blunt end of my spear, knowing that it's much less lethal to bonk a bastard than to shank them. I'm too tired for this.
Nope. Will not connect as you... Would you like to spin it around and try to use the business end?
There's something else I want to do, but I don't think I can do it. Because I want to grab that bow out of her. Like, grab the bow to where she can't use it.
How are you looking, by the way?
Oh, like absolute fucking garbage. I'm a hot mess.
Yeah, okay. Well, what do you want to do on your turn? Make me some 6-second decisions.
I'm gonna punch her.
Yeah, you throw a strike her way.
5 damage.
Okay.
It's a cat fight.
And yeah, you just with this last kind of, as she's laughing at your feeble attempt, you just swing with your shield arm and catch her in the side as she, is pushed back. And
you don't get to blame me for other people's mistakes.
Can I blame you for
That's
yours? Leo.
Next time it's gonna be the nose.
You're up.
Awesome. I think I guess I'm going to traverse this giant body to get over to her.
Sure. You can kind of consider it difficult terrain, but you can still make the move. Yeah.
Okay.
You can kind of tumble over the table and the giant body. It forms a neat little ramp.
And then I also will be punching. Oof.
Nope.
Wait. Even with my +3, 9.
Are you trying to punch her with your fists or strike her with your sacred weapon?
Oh, yep, you're right. You know what? Punching with fists.
Okay, so that 9 is not going to connect as you go forward, and she just guides you away. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Calliope.
Okay. Bonus action. We're gonna send another healing word over to Eliana. Oh my god. We gotta make it through this. Alright. Let me just roll that real fast. That's 9.
One better
9
than
points of
last
heal-
time.
Yeah, 1 better than last time and 9 that you didn't have. And I really don't know what else I'm gonna do. Is there any way I could just like use a mage hand to just like slap Demetra?
No.
No.
Not the mage hand.
No.
Come on,
okay.
it can do 10 pounds of pressure. Just bam.
It's not very fast, is the issue.
It can move 30 feet in a round. That's like a
Okay.
person.
You can try, but you
I
are
can
not
try.
trained at using your hand to
Okay.
magic
Wait,
slap people. Roll with disadvantage your spell attack.
Okay.
Don't cross your fingers for this.
16.
Yeah, that will. Do a D4.
Thank
Hell
you for
yes.
humoring us. 2.
As she just gets like through, as she's like dodging Leo's deck, she just gets hit in the face with the magical hand. All right, that's it. That's it. I'm just gonna kill you all. Sorry, I thought I would keep some of you as fun little pets, but that's about it.
Yep, that's all I got.
Threnos.
How is she looking?
Not great.
Like, not great, super not great, or just not great, kind of not great?
Not great.
Not great. So Eliana, who just got healed, looks a lot better than her right now.
No.
Okay, then I am going to mind sliver her. An intelligence save, please.
Okay. 21.
That passes. Never mind.
All right.
Go back in the hallway.
Smart. Run away. And she'll look at the two of you. Look, I'm tired of fighting you both. So, you, spunky one, be my slave. Pointing towards Eliana.
I want to say which one is she talking to at this point.
Make me a wisdom
Monkey
save.
one. I don't want to.
Please do.
Okay.
Charmed. I'm sure. And she's going to move around you, Leo. You can take an opportunity attack, but
I'm not.
okay. She's gonna grab one of the teenagers. And she's going to hold it up and say, "You'd die for me, wouldn't you?" Yes, sweet little thing. Puts a knife to the girl's throat. You can all leave now. Just leave me be. That's it. And I'll take the Geigen out of here. But at this point, I think we're going to pause the combat for a little bit. And what's the move? No, I need a better one than that.
Defera would definitely say to everybody that they are welcome to leave, but she will not be leaving this room without her sister. Dead or alive. Preferably alive.
It's going to be one of those things. I'm not going with you. I don't know who you are anymore.
And I don't know who you are anymore. And I would rather us be able to figure it out down the road together. But you're making that impossibly hard.
No, I figured it out. Because you're impossible. You want to kill God. My sister had more brains than that. I don't know who you are. I don't know why you're wearing her little skin like that. What kind of test this might be. But I lost my sister with the rest of my family when Mitros failed to protect them. took them away and cast me out to the fucking world on my own. No one remembers us. Believe me, I tried to go home. I assume you did too. So, just let me have this, huh? Let me have one thing that's not a hand-me-down that I made on my own.
I can't. There are
But you
innocent
can't.
people here. No.
Goody little fucking two shoes. I stated my terms. This is how I choose to operate. This is my path towards getting them back.
And this is mine for getting them back.
Well, why don't we all step back and talk about the best way forward then?
No, I think you're all going to leave, or I'm going to see what's inside her trachea.
You know, I understand that that's the bargaining chip right now. If she dies, you do too, though. So her remaining alive is all that keeps you alive. And we both know
I got
that.
I got 3 others right here. I can go through a few. And she'll draw it a little bit closer.
I am going to look over at Defira and everyone else, and
Aren't these kids the ones that are missing?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, someone get him a medal.
Well, I'm just thinking they're missing, aren't they? I guess they're never going to be found.
No,
Oh well.
suppose not. But that's not my concern, is it? That's the little cities, the invaders' little nests problem, isn't it?
Hey, kids make bad decisions and don't come back. That's what it is. That's life. Can't save everyone all the time. Part of being a hero is about making the right decision.
And you're free to leave.
Yeah, but that's not the right decision, is it? So, ooh,
Ooh.
ooh,
And she'll
ooh.
put that knife just a little bit in.
Yeah, it's going to need to go more in than that to kill her. You're not doing it right. Put it in. Put it in.
Yeah,
Kill
she
your
slices.
friends. It'll be fun.
Pulls through.
All right,
Oh, one down, 3 to go.
Well, no, yeah. As
Goes
soon
in-
as she does, I'm gonna charge at her,
Okay.
try to bash her, with my shield, and try to knock her away from the rest of the kids.
Sure. Make an attack.
Give me a sec, sorry.
You're all good. I believe it's actually an athletics check, right?
That's what I was checking.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
the
if it's a
shove-
shield bash, it's shove is an athletics check.
Shove is
Okay,
okay. Shield bash is a shove action. So.
Mm-hmm.
7.
Nope. You move in and try to knock her away, but she just goes back and manages to catch the hair of another one as one of them scrambles to the side away.
Magic missile doesn't miss, so that's what I'd do.
Okay. Fire.
Yep. Is 5, 5, and 4.
She gets absolutely basically torn apart by the magical energies that bombard her as she goes to reach for another team. And you watch as she stumbles and looks down and sees that her muscle tissues aren't properly connecting, and then looks up at you, kind of Defera, kind of confused. Thought you'd do it at least. And she slumps forward.
Am I still charmed?
No.
Would I have enough time to go up to this girl, and without kind of going into detail, am I able to save her with magical healing or no?
I would say with the immediate effects that are occurring, and with an advantage to a death save from Luca, you can in fact use a magic spell and some medicine check, medicine check in combination to bring the girl back to life.
Dude, my rolls are fucking trash tonight.
That's just enough. She's just a commoner. Not to say she's probably from some kind of noble family, but you watch as the girl's throat restitches together, and she
as she like gets up, I'll like kind of motion like kind of get her to turn over to cough out any blood that's probably in her, you know.
Oh yeah, of course.
She needs to get that out.
You handled the proper medical treatment.
Yeah, I would say that's about it, because I'm sure when she goes down is when the charm would end.
Yeah. I guess the question is, what's everyone else doing now?
Ifera is most definitely walking up to her sister, and she will begin to take her cape off and wrap her sister up in it with the intention of taking her wherever they're going, because she intends to lay her to rest properly.
As you go and turn her over, you can see her like shoulder kind of slumps as you're getting it in place. A little amulet of sorts clinks along her chest. It's not glowing or anything, but you can recognize your mother's necklace when you see it.
I will remove the necklace.
There's also that short bow there if anyone wants it, even just to pick it up temporarily. But yeah, you take that necklace and hold on to it, even just for a moment.
Yeah, Desira's not okay. She's probably a whole ass mess, just sobbing, crying. But
yeah,
she's
I think
going to be making sure that however she can get her sister strapped to her, like even if it's like with disadvantages on getting her back to the city, she will make sure she is taken.
If everyone's giving you the time, you can certainly get yourself set up in a cloak.
Yeah.
I'll go for it.
Is she gone? Like, Demetria?
is she dead?
Like,
You want to?
I'm not asking this necessarily in character.
Yes. The charm fell, and
Oh no, I'm asking just like if the opportunity was there to attempt, but
you can cast a spell and try.
it's my last one. I'll look at Defira, like having the hand ready to go.
Explain to me what you're trying to do. Are you trying to keep her alive or see if she can be alive? Is that what you're trying? Like, what spell are you trying to use?
It would essentially be cure wounds to keep her alive. Not entirely like I don't have the time to check for a pulse. If this is either going to work or it's not. If it's going to work, I want your go ahead.
You would be okay to try it, but I mean, that's whether or not Eliana would actually want to save, like, you know what I mean? Like, Defera is not concerned with you guys not killing her at this point, because in Defera's head, she's dead. So, like, if you come up and do a cure wounds, she's going to be like, why are you doing that? She's dead. So, like, if you want to try it, go for it. That she's not going to tell you, yeah, try to save her life, because in her head, she's like, my sister was crazy and starting a cult, and now she's dead. Like, and is a complete mess about it.
Because what Eliana caught was the outbursts, which sounds like family drama. She can't personally feel that because she's a single kid. So she's gonna look at you while they're both kind of kneeling before her corpse, almost not sure yet, and just like hovering over, like ready to say the word, and just, do you want me to try?
Yeah. But let me make sure that she can't, keep trying to kill us first, I guess. Or whatever. And like she will, in like a just kind of frenzied emotional response, start like tying a wrist up, like trying to do something so that her sister can't just like get up and start shooting arrows again, because she knows what magical healing can do, and it can be that like immediate, oh okay, well now I'm gonna stand up, and she's like,
Okay,
hang on. So
for what it's worth, Thrynos would be in the corner shaking his head.
and
Not,
I will
not in any kind of blatant way, not saying anything out loud, but just standing there shaking his head. Trying to give the don't do it sign. She just killed a teenager.
No.
I saved her. I got it. She's crazy. She maybe she just needed to see the light, and of course I give her the good healing.
No, you don't.
Oh no, she's gone.
Counterspell.
What?
Yep. I knew he was going to
Son
do
of
that.
a bitch.
You reach out your hand with magical energy, and it fizzles. Something doesn't take. It seems that the Reaper, Thylea, has taken her due quickly.
And Eliana will kind of notice that it, like, she's used to having something like this take, whether it's to herself or someone else that she's done it to, and just kind of look solemnly at Defira and just very lightly shake her head.
And at that, as you are preparing your sister's body and getting ready to continue on your way, potentially, taking some goodies on the way out, I think now would be a great time to take our first break.
Oh my god.
Slight
Yeah,
break.
you see
I
why
didn't
I
even
wanted to
realize we
take a
hadn't.
pause. But yes, thank you so much for joining us thus far. We're going to take a quick break to do all of the liquids and things we need to do, stretch our legs, take a second, breathe, de-character for a moment, and of course, we'd encourage everyone else to do the same. There was a lot of combat, a lot of fighting, and a lot of emotion. So we'll be right back. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you very soon. HP, please take us to break. Welcome back, everybody, to Oathsworn and Odyssey Dragonlords campaign. Our mighty heroes, or they might not be feeling too mighty, but they've just defeated the leader of this cult in the ancient glade. Defira carries her sister's body on her back out through the tunnel. You can, Panos, you'll note that the door you saw that you saw was being battered against by Lorea, but that Loreas was blocking in, has stopped, but it has not budged. Whatever he's done in there seems to have taken effect on them. And you can enter in, and Loreas will excitedly get up and, oh, you're back. Oh, good. I was worried. Here, I held onto it for you, and I wasn't sure if you wanted me to clean it or not, so I just got a cloth ready and some water in a bowl back there. So whatever you like, I'll offer it out to you, Panos.
No, I like it the way it is. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to concertina you. That would have been a pain, mostly for you.
It would be a pain for me.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Of course. Thank you. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
A man of few words. Very well. And he'll look at the rest of you as you come out. And Tefera, as you're entering the glade, you kind of look beyond all of them at the candles lit on the tree stump. Make me one last history check at advantage. Just let's just see how complete of an answer you can get as your mind is cast back. Advantage. So there's a natural 1 or a 16, and we'll take the 16. Candles on the tree. You look them over and think through everything you've been. Your mind's cast back to what happened to your family, what happened to you, and you realize that each of these candles represents a member of your family. The exact number that were alive when the event occurred. I told you weren't off the hook.
Yeah. She is going to. So all the candles are lit?
All the candles are lit at the moment.
She is going to attempt something she has not done. And she's going to attempt to commune with the fates.
All right. How does that work?
You guys would probably see Defera's eyes go a little bit white as if she was casting a spell, and she is just attempting to connect into what she understands as like the source of her power, whether or not it works.
Now, I just want to make sure I get the wording on this right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have it on hand, or I should be able to get it up soon?
I had it up,
but
then I
had it up, then you lost it. No, it happens.
Hey. Happens to everybody.
Okay, here we go. So you're doing Fate's bidding, or it's actually interesting because you reach out and expect to hear the Fates, but the raspy kind of rhythmic speaking pattern that you've accustomed to just occasionally coming into your head and telling you something to do, but it doesn't come immediately. Instead, you hear a chorus of familiar voices, all calling your name at once softly. Tell me, Tefera, and now this is going to be a very personal question. Which of your family did you love most?
Ouch. Rude. I would say she was probably closest with her mother.
What was your mother's name?
Considering I called her mom, I would say probably Lydia.
You hear your mother's voice come out over all of them. And there's not a lot. They're mostly just calling your name. And as you focus on them, having this kind of moment of reconnection, the first time you've heard your own mother's voice in however many years it's been, she comes out just strongly enough. You can feel this energy almost pulsing from the amulet you have in your hand that you didn't know you're grasping so tightly as you began your trance. The Amazon Queen
Find her. Find the answers. Free us.
And the rest of the chorus continues, free us, free us, free us. Go, save us, Tefera, go. And then it stops.
In an uncharacteristic fit of rage, Tefera is going to swipe off all the candles and knock them to the ground and walk away.
Okay. The rest of you will see that. And then beyond the small stream that's flowing through here, you can see the teenagers have been collected. Some of them clearly more forcefully than others, as Corinna has tied a lot of them up in a conga line train at the entrance, standing with one fewer dryad than you remember there being.
The one that was chilling with this dude, Lorenus?
Yes, there were two dryads and or maybe I don't know. There were two dryads and one Loreus. And now there's one less. Or if it was a satyr, then it's a satyr. I don't think people of that can be that angry about it.
Well, I'm gonna go back to my session notes.
Whichever of the fey creatures it was, there is now one dryad not standing amongst them.
Well,
So not everyone stuck around, Loris?
And no, I don't know what did happen to our friend. And the dryad turns its head, bark creaking, and looks at Loreus, and they chose to aid in the way they knew how. They became one with the land here. They healed what they could. And now they are a part of it, this world.
Adamos.
You distracted her from continuing to corrupt this place. You have our thanks. We will provide your protection through these woods. None shall stand in your way.
Theranos will walk up to the conga line of teenagers.
Hey, Birdman! One of the bound teens says.
You all might not remember this in the state you're in, but when you get home, appreciate what you have. It might not always be there.
That's deep, dude. Oh, that's real deep. Like, I should put that, and Corinna's gonna come over and smack him on the back of the head. Thank you. I'll handle these ones. You just lead the way. They'll come out of it soon, I'm sure. Just gotta get out of this place. Someone sent these ones on a mushroom hunt.
Kind of like this go. My idea was to do the same thing, tie them all together so we don't lose them, and she's already learning the backhand. It's working pretty well.
I learned from the best, I suppose. I learned it from watching you, and you're right.
Oh God, I
the
didn't think. Oh fuck, that's right. Teenagers are impressionable.
Yes, but also my family's Dragonlord blood, so I figured I should probably learn from other Dragonlords. So.
Oh, that's why you look familiar.
Familiar? What do you mean? But you do have a point, Leo. She does, in fact, look like Rizon Phobos. Younger, less scowly, But if you were to blend Eliana's scowls with Corinna's current face, you might get a pretty close approximation. You have good scowls, that's what I'm saying.
Wow, okay. Can't even see him half the time.
Can feel them.
Question.
Yeah,
is
you
that gnome
feel
still
the
there?
smell.
The gnome is like following behind and is on, and it was not shaken off by Ponus' head, but it's kind of started Yoda on his back. And has just been kind of watching everyone quietly.
Yep.
But if you turn back, he's gonna and poke over.
Ponos, with everything going on, we didn't really ask where you picked up a new friend.
No. He picks an acorn out and chucks it at your head.
Why
Oh
does
yeah,
that
he
feel
was
so
like
familiar?
a little goat fella that I gave a promotion to. I don't know who's going to employ him now, but I hope his like sous chef's okay, because otherwise I've just landed him in a real, like bigged up his dreams and stuff, and I don't know how that goatling's going to get the financial backing to open his own restaurant or eatery on his own. So, but I hope that other guy's not dead. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out for him. I'm sure he'll, lead his own adventure one day.
I mean the much larger squirrel.
Oh, well, yeah, like
They're
stuff
staring
happens.
at me, Goatman.
Yeah, I mean, people who do that. It's because I've become some sort of host for your parasitic needs now, which,
Yes. Let me feed.
And he licks your face.
No.
You're the one that
This is the
decided
taste of a traitor.
You're the one that kept throwing acorns at each of us.
No. Throws an acorn at you. Bing.
More
And guess
gaslighting.
what? Eliana is in no mood.
No, no.
Because, she's already tired. She's hissy. And she's just going to walk right up to Ponos. Not at him, but at this little gnome bastard child, man. And just glare at him.
She's getting into my mind holes. She's smoothing my folds.
If you
Yeah,
wish to
women do
keep
that.
those hands, you're going to stop throwing those.
She speaks with the anger of the spurned moon.
I'm sure she's been spurned more times than you can count. But you can't take it personally. She's just a big old Grampus. You'll be alright.
And Grampus. No, Grampuses eat little children gnomes like me.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at the size of her compared to you. She'd crush you with one of those giant flappy paddle hands she has.
You are about to get one of those flappy paddle hands across your fucking face.
See? She's violent to the core, so you gotta stop being a prick.
No, keep violence out of the core. The core needs to be stable, otherwise the starships don't work.
Well, I mean, I tried to tell her that, but hey, she ain't gonna listen to me, so you gotta just do what the spooky lady does. Otherwise, it's all paddles in your cornholes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. No one's more upset than me, but the universe has a way, and that way is right there. So just
I just need to, in my mind, picture this as Defera is sitting there, cradling her dead sister. There are teens tied together in a group. They're tied together, and now we have a gnome throwing. Defera's brain is so wildly,
I
what
told
is
you in the pre-call to
happening?
strap in for the emotional whiplash.
Strap in, strap on, everybody.
It's a wild ride.
I don't know what you guys have been up to for the last 20 minutes or so, but all I did was turn up. I made, frankly, a fantastic meal, a grade A plan. I saved the horn. I made at least 3 friends. What did you guys do?
Are you the reason
I
there were
saved the
metal
horn.
spikes?
The Reyes.
You looked up. You babysat the horn for like 2 minutes while I sorted out these lot. Like, you butt out butthead. I mean butthead because you've got like horns that you would use to butt
Like you?
something like a ram, as opposed to having a physical arse as a head.
I could confirm. Okay.
But you will see the dryad start to move its way over, and I know this one, and it'll just, uncaring for personal space, move very close to you and reach around and just tap the gnome as it tries to evade. You'll see a little green light, and those of you who aren't Ponos and can easily see will just see his eyes like
Bucky, what are you doing here? Why am I on this man's back? What's going on here? Why am I in a glade? What happened? Why do I feel like I've just eaten nothing but nuts for several months? I'm terribly sorry. I'm going to get off your back now. It's... My goodness. I'm not wearing pants.
Don't worry, neither am I.
Indeed. What kind of debauchery did I get up to?
Don't worry, backpack.
Sorry.
It's all fine.
Sorry. Harris, the helpful, at your service, but I suspect I might have done something wrong. What's going on?
We're leaving.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm not coming with you, am I?
That's up to you as I start to walk away towards Defera.
Oh, good. I was supposed to stay here. It's very difficult sometimes to remember if I'm supposed to leave or stay, but... Well,
you just let me know if you're going to stay or not stay.
I'm going to stay. I suspect we might have had something of a kinship when I was mentally unwell. I apologize for any of that, but here, have a good berry.
and he'll pop a little berry in your hand.
Well, I mean,
it's good for
exactly
you.
Not one of my recipes, but you were an excellent hat.
Oh no. I never turned into a hat before. I imagined it was a metaphorical kind.
No, physically, chef's hat.
Interesting. Well, I'm sorry, but at the same time, I'm glad I performed well as a culinary accessory. Very well. Well, I need to go back to attending to the fungal growths here. I hope no one's gotten to... I hope they were doing well. They were just about to blossom last I checked.
I haven't had a case of fungal prostia for a long time.
Would you like some?
Teenager.
No? Okay.
And he'll start walking his way off.
And then Leo, real quick, wants to just be by Defera. And I doubt she's in a talking mood, but just wants to say, I'm sorry. I did the best I could. And just leads them out.
She would respond with just a kind of nod, probably a little bit tearful, and she would just kind of give a little bit of an elbow, and kind of lean into him a little bit and say, listen, we all did a bunch of shit we didn't want to be doing, so it's all right.
Well, if that is all, you can all begin making your way. The Dryad kind of weaning... The Dryad, and you learn quickly that Heracus the Helpful is something of a druid, weaning back some vines that kind of brassed out at you and sending you back on your way to the Old Wood. I'd say probably Defera and Leo are one of the first out, I would imagine in this case. And at the top of as you exit the glade, you can kind of see a small bird sitting on Kyra's shoulders as she's writing down. And then they Oh my. Okay. Well, comedy and tragedy are good bed partners, I suppose, but and the bird will fly away as you all come closer. Hello. Farah. Do you need any help with that, or?
No, I'll carry her. But if you could take me to a temple for the fates, that would be great. Or at least somewhere that I could put her to rest.
Fates would be a little hard, but well, one thing I always enjoyed about the sisters is they kind of make do with what they have. I only heard what the little birdie told me, but if you wanted to bury her nearby, I could assist, or when we first set camp.
She will kind of like go quiet for a minute. No, I don't think I want her out here. Something a little bit different, I think. You don't have to worry about it. I appreciate the help.
No, of course. No, don't worry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We'll get you back to Astoria and we can have her commended. Python doesn't usually care about who worships whom, so I'm sure you can find someone there to handle it.
Appreciate it.
And the rest of the group can join you at this point, and we can begin heading on the trail back. One thing you will notice is that the forest seems, whereas before there were critters kind of moving around and about randomly or all around you, it now seems that you have a small entourage of sorts at all times. Some birds will always be about you, crows cawing in the distance, and you can hear some fluttering of feathers, and you find yourselves completely unimpeded. And for a while, of course, you travel as you normally do, ready, a little bit tense, slowed to a point of allowing yourselves the moment to breathe and be ready for an attack. But by the end of your first day of travel, you've gotten to a point where you realize you are safe here, as long as you're being walked out by the nature itself. Also, Loreus doesn't leave your side. He seems quite keen on following you. You start to get the sense that he doesn't have to do that. But first night of camping begins to fall, and you can see a lot of the teens start to, as they are forced to sit around the fire, they go quiet for a while. And slowly they all start to kind of collectively, in waves, sort of, they kind of try to bring their hands up to wipe at their eyes, but they all seem to be coming down off of whatever they were on. And I just have asked, would any of you be interested in like handling that yourselves? Because otherwise Corinna and her friend can manage their own.
Oh no, they ate the mushroom. They can deal with what happens after.
There's a lot of escorting out into the woods as their hands are cut, and a lot of water is needed. But there is one thing that you do have to handle, is that when you're all done with the setting up of the fire and you're all around your own bits, and you know there's been a small series of campfires made so everyone can have their own small thing and you're at your own. Kira will sit down with you all. So I know everyone's been through a lot, but you've still got the horn, right? Okay. Just, you might want to drink from it now before we get back and things get any more complicated. Just that's kind of part of the prophecy, and be a bit weird if, you walked all the way back just to realize the vision it granted told you to come back out here and do something, right?
I guess we'll give it here since I've been the guinea pig.
I don't remember it saying we had to drink it in the forest. It's just we all drank from it.
Right, but what if it tells you to come back out here and do something in the old wood again? Or
Then
it tells you not to go
You can
back to
come back out here.
What's her name?
The Pharaoh will exhaustively just snatch it and drink from it. Just like, she's like at the point where she's like, whatever, and just like downs it and then hands it to whoever.
you just so like as she's saying it, I guess like she'll have kind of filled it with a little bit of wine, but yeah, you could drink it, and you'll watch as Defera kind of starts to get a little wobbly, and then eyes close, and you just fall back.
What?
As you
Good
finish
night.
passing off the drink.
What?
I'm sorry. She kind of just did that.
Kara,
So
what did you put in that?
nothing. I didn't do anything. It's the horn. I
The
swear.
horn.
Just drink, please. Trust me. 5 seconds.
Leo drinks.
Similar. Just a lot. Like you feel yourself come down very naturally, as if falling asleep, and just.
I like vibe check. Like,
Yeah,
what the
of
fuck
course,
is
of
going
course,
on?
yeah.
Okay.
Here, what do you want me to
What?
say?
I did not a Mickey Finn here, man.
Have I really brought you all the way out here just to poison you now?
It'd be a good con, honestly.
A con without a point, and Thranos will take the cup and drink.
No, that's not fair. As you are fading out, all you hear is it'd be a really funny joke. And you're out as similarly. 3 down?
Yeah, I'm going to drink because I don't want the responsibility of being the last person to have to make a decision with what to do with 5 unconscious people in the woods. I would much rather be the unconscious person that gives all my rights to life and anything else to someone else to have to deal with. See ya! And I'll drink and pass the fuck out.
His determination to not be the responsible party inspires me every day. And again, okay. Like I said,
kind of look at it with Calliope, just like, this is sketchy as shit.
Yeah. And you don't know anything about why it does this?
I know it's powerful. Balmitra was a powerful dragon. And I know that it can sometimes induce visions. At least that's what Versi said.
Don't need that for visions. Can I ask before I drink from it, who was Balmitra bonded to? Was she bonded to a Dragonlord, or is she a...
You really don't know?
Listen, there's a lot of
come on.
tomes on the Dragonlords. They're old, and I don't have all the time in the world.
Everybody knows Xander Horath, the
What a
first
name.
Dragonlord. It's Xander.
Of course, it's not what I wrote.
Huorath.
I got that right. Thank you for not using Welsh names. I get that shit all the time, and it's awful.
Greek. But that's not the question. The question is, do you drink?
Begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly, you fall asleep.
Do I?
Yes.
Eliana even looks pissed in her sleep.
No, she listen, that's the one time she feels like you're not gonna see a smile, but man, it's different.
Calliope, you're going to see Kira go over and cover the horn from Eliana's sleeping body, and just kind of like run her hand along the length of the bone, the horn bit, till the golden tipped part of it. Ready?
Yeah, she'll nod and pick up the horn. And just kind of as she's drinking, just kind of have flashbacks of being washed up on a beach somewhere, a single hand reaching out, and a couple months of everything after. And gonna go to sleep.
You get washed back, and all of you share a single vision. As you fall back into consciousness, you find yourselves planted firmly on the deck of a ship. A storm brews around you as you stand firm at the deck of a beautiful galley. A bright cerulean sea stretches out before you, wine tossed in the distance as a storm howls on each side. You look down at a strange bronze device in your hands. It seems to reflect the constellations of the night sky above you, that you can't quite find it, but suddenly an opening, a brief moment, and you can compare it in your hand before you to it, adjusting just perfectly and yelling out commands for the rowers to change course. The oarsmen pull the ship through the water faster than you thought possible, absolutely crashing through waves that you thought for sure would smash your ship apart, but you're confident. You know what ship you are on, and you feel no fear from the sea. But as you look down towards the men at the oars, they meet your gaze with dead eyes and skeleton faces, dozens of leering corpses. And you wake the next morning as a soft breeze caresses each of your faces. The light of a new day hitting each of you as a warm fire keeps all of your toes sufficiently warm. Kira pokes at a frying pan, kind of pan over the fire. Well, it's about time you woke up, sleepyheads. Come on. All the kids are coming out of their stupor, and they have some really crazy stories that are all collectively dreading. So I'm probably going to go ply them for all the crazy party stories I can. I made bacon, though. Don't ask where I got the pig. It's a secret. Oh, and she gets up as she's about to. By the way, what did you end up seeing?
I don't even know how to explain it.
Well, you could try.
A ship,
Like
a
a
storm,
yeah.
and skeletal horrors.
And you see her eyes furrow, her brow creases in a way you didn't think it actually could. And her gaze goes distance, away from you all into the woods. And she just lets out the one word. Ultras. And that, I think, is where we're going to call it for the evening. Thank you all so much for joining us. This is the part where I tell my fellow storytellers here to please go around the proverbial fire that we have built tonight, full of rage and funny stuff and crying, and everything is hopefully okay. But I would love if you could all go around and tell the people who you are, who you're playing tonight, where they can find more of your exceptional talents, and what you think / remember the Ultras is.
Yes. Hey, I'm Comrade Crash. I played Leo Dracos, the human paladin, Oath of the Dragonlord, walking the path of the vanished one. And he doesn't remember, which is not fun. But
It was a little after your time. It's fine, I'm sure. No. Please continue.
Sorry. Yeah, I was just double checking my calendar because am I totally misremembering something? I think I am. Yeah, no, whatever. Yeah, just Sir Hecalock.
Hey everybody, it's me, Sir Hecalock. Tonight I played Calliope, the Siren College of Epic Poetry bard who walks the path of the Dragon Slayer. I don't know, man. What does any of this mean? I don't know yet. We'll see.
I know.
Getting some big like river Styx kind of vibes with like, skeletons and boats and stuff though. Like not liking that. But I don't know. We'll see. You can find me on all of the social medias at Sir Heckalot. I have decided that my TikTok is going to be all like vet student memes. So if you're into that, go check it out. In terms of the TTRPG space, I will be here, back here on TPK for Thursday with Queen's Gambit, and then Friday continuing my little 2-episode guest saga in the Cold Hand Form Parts. Gonna be back with that. Then on Saturday you can catch, or not on Saturday, on Sunday you can catch me on Neon Lights Roleplay with the Violet Sea. We're back. And then all throughout April, because April is so close at this point, all throughout April on Wednesdays I'm going to be over on Lost Caravan RPG playing some more Locust. We're gonna do another mini-series and I'm so excited about it. Let's go. But I think that's all I have right now, so let's move it on over to HP.
I am the last Hit Point Hero, and tonight I've been playing Thrynos, the Siren Sorcerer who walks the path of the demigod. The Ultros. Probably just a story. That's all I got. Tone? Oh, next. Cold Hands, Warm Heart. Yeah, Friday. Forgot. I am doing another thing very soon.
Your own show.
My own show. The group are, after longer than I thought, but it works out quite nicely, are about to walk up to the crossover between my two campaigns. So that's fun. So the journey for the Wild Azurai is how it has been listed, but they'll find a little bit more than that, I think. So we'll see. That's it for now. Stuff in April, but we got. Oh wait, we're not playing again until the middle of April. Holy cow! Next Monday, I'm in Proper's show working with his system. He's put together one of the spin-offs of Generational, and that's going to be a fantastic time of storytelling. So join us for that. And I think that the spicy one-shot is in the near future.
The 25th. That's way far.
That is way far.
It is
Okay.
way far.
I thought
Never
it was like
mind.
next
About a
week.
month
I thought it was really close too. I thought it was early April.
Me too. I was like, that's
It's got to be early April. No, that's end of April. Yeah, you're right. All right, that's it for now. That's me out. Bye. Tony.
Okay, hello, it is I. I have been your prophetic cleric who didn't use any of their prophecy stuff, because who needs that, right? Dark Echo Saturday morning. Harrison has joined us as some skeleton man in armor. He's just a decked out skeleton. What else? Come back for the 5th for this. Next Emerald Expeditions is the 18th of April. Last time we had a Tanuki rave. So who knows what'll happen next. But you can't find me anywhere. Good luck. If you do, you'll get a prize, and we're going to go up to Al.
Hello, folks. I was playing Ponos, the Satyr Odyssean bard, walking the path of the Cursed One, and your resident planning expert and general friendship maker. There you go. It all happened. As for dreams and mysteries, well, they're nothing but another adventure. Now hand it up to Chrissy. Da-na-na-na.
Hey guys, I'm Chrissy Kurtz. I played Defera Adamos, our Medusa warlock of the Fates, and she is walking the path of the Haunted One. Yeah, what does she know about Ultros? Probably nothing, because she can't roll higher than like 2 on any of her history checks. But what does Chrissy the player know? Plenty, because she's read the book finally. So there's that. I mean, I know it, but Defera has no idea, I'm sure. Unless there's some sort of education back piece where she might know it, so maybe that. But
I mean, it's a pretty famous thing. It was mentioned twice now, actually, if I may jump in. But please let the people know where they can find more of you.
yes. So this week is what we lovingly call Module Week, and when that is happening, you can see me here often. On Tuesdays here, and on Thursdays with our Queen's Gambit, Tyranny of Dragons campaign, and then all sorts of other random things. I have Cataclysmal coming up with HP. We have Emerald Expeditions once a month, every once in a while. I was part of the Tanuki raid, and I was obsessed. So check out our schedule, come join the Discord, and you'll see all of us around. The big thing is I am a Jasper's Game Day ambassador, so definitely check that out. Make sure you donate, help them out. It's a great cause. And that's it, I think, for me.
All right, and back to me. And I will reiterate to everybody, you've encountered the name Ultros twice now. It has been in small amounts, very subtle things. So it is understandable if you do not remember, which is why I wanted to ask, because, it's fun for me. Anyway, first things first, I want to congratulate all the players because I get to play what I'm hopefully to Pavlovian your brains to enjoying is this level up music. As you are all now level 5, as promised.
Finally.
Oh, finally. You want
level 5.
We got a level now, but what
5.
about our second level?
Maybe now I won't be one shot.
Maybe. Probably not. But
we'll get you some Constitution as a treat.
I bought a necklace.
But of course, I am Turk or Turk Accented. I have the distinct pleasure of being your DM for the evening, and thank you all so much for chat, for joining in, for throwing a bunch of points at us, and throwing some good tables, which really did help the party with those points. And then thank you, of course, to all my players for continuing to be absolutely wonderful human beings who continue to tell an excellent story that I enjoy being a part of. For more of me, you can, of course, find me here every other Tuesday doing some fun Oathsworn stuff, continuing to berate my players and make them regret telling me backstory items. But this coming Thursday, I'll be over on Last Caravan RPG playing some Slayers as their tactician, because I told Sir Hooper, who is the DM of the game, that I was like, oh, I'm kind of between gunslinger and tactician. He said, you're going to be a tactician. And he was right, because I easily typecast myself. Beyond that, Saturday will be Dark Echoes, as Tony noted, and an additional recording for Core Hearts. I think our penultimate recording. We're getting close to the end there where that'll all come out. So keep that hype in your hearts. Sundays is always going to be Lancer over on Lost Caravan. If you like the idea of me just shooting pithy comments and also doing cool robot stuff, I have great news. That's literally all I do. I just make dirty jokes and hack people and make them do things I want them to do in their robots. It's kind of my niche. But that's about it until April 5th. As crazy as that sounds. So do I make jokes about Hummers though? I do. A whole bunch of Hummers. But the important thing is here. We will be back. You're all amazing. Support all the people you see on your screen. And remember, not only is our oppressors always brought down by those they seek to put underfoot, but even the gods are bound by oaths and prophecies. Slava Ukrainia. Thank you all once again. Good night. HP, please take us out.